Yo, what's going on? What's going on, world? It's your boy, it's your host, Ryan from the Six, man. We in the building with it. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your host, Ryan from the Six. We up in here, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Big early morning stream. I usually don't get to the early morning streams, but I'm like, man, you know what? I got to get it off, man. You know what I'm saying? We had a good weekend of boxing. From top to bottom. Moses Tama, he looked great. Keith Thurman, he felt like he should have been, you know, I don't know, man. I thought the stoppage was warranted. Nonetheless, I guess, that was a part of his game plan. I don't know. We'll unpack it though. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure you smash the like button when you come in. We're gonna talk about the 154-pound division and how it's heating up. Shout out to Xander Zayas, Jerome Boots Ennis. They giving us a fight for the summer. That's gonna be fire, man. Let's go, man. Shout out to Boots Ennis and Xander for getting it done, man. Shout out to them. I'm gonna say more shout out to Xander because it sounds like he wanted to fight. Shout out to Eddie Alvarez in the building. What's going on, my player? What up, bro? As soon as I can find this damn horn, man, what I do with it? There we go. And my man Dwayne Styles in the building. What's going on, brother? To the face of boxing. To 5'8" from Guadalajara. Yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about? That man Canelo. He said, let's cook. Let's go, Dwayne Styles, man. He said, Buenos dias. Salute to you, brother. Buenos dias. Good morning. To everybody out there, hope y'all having a good morning, man. A good start to the day. It is hump day. Hope everybody has a good work day going into work. Man, lots going on. Lots going on in boxing. This is another field boxing weekend, so we're getting spoiled, man. Back-to-back weekends of pretty much all-day boxing. As you guys know, we got the card in the UK, Wilder versus Chisora during the day, and then we got the Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu's fighting. You know what I'm saying? He's coming back, and obviously he's gonna fight Spence. So Tim Tszyu got to win. So we got a Wilder weekend, Tim Tszyu, and then on the Sunday we got the women. The women are fighting. MVP UK, Caroline Dubois, Ellie Scottney. Shout out to Ellie Scottney, man. That's one of my favorite lady fighters, by the way. Women fighters, Ellie Scottney. Yo, if y'all never watched her yet, you gotta go watch her, man. She fights great. Shout out to the Queens of Boxing Talk. What's going on, Queens? Nick, Jay, and Boxiana. Salute to y'all. She said, uh-oh, boo-boo, Andre on early. Salute, Queen. I appreciate you for tapping in. Salute. My man Eddie Alvarez said, congrats to your brother for the big win. Yeah, bro. Salute, Eddie, man. Shoot, yo. Maybe I'll pull that up, man. I have the footage. Maybe I'll pull that up. Hold on, man. Hopefully, Millions doesn't flag me. I'll just play my brother's fight, though. Maybe I'll because, yo, it ain't long, man. All but one, half a round. My brother got dude out quick, bro. He wasn't playing around with that guy. But, nah, man, there's another fight on Sunday. Oh, Zuffa. Zuffa's on Sunday, so Zuffa's back this Sunday. Andres Cortez, I believe, is on the card. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Yeah, Queen Ellie is that. Yeah, Ellie Scottney, man, she gonna be a problem. I don't know too many women around her weight class that gonna beat her. She's a beast. But we'll see. I think we all looking forward to Caroline Dubois, see how she is, because that's Alicia Bumgarner's. They building that fight up. But let me see if I can pull up my brother's fight. My man Dwayne Styles said, you going to the NSZS? Yo, I want to go June 27th. Yeah, I live in Toronto, so that's like an 8-hour drive, bro. I might make that drive, yo. New York City. That's at the Barclays, man. I think I was on Johnny's show and I was saying that they should do it in the Barclays because I feel like the Barclays, though I love the Garden's obviously the home for the big fights. I think the Barclays, it got better, like, how do I say it, seating? Because I feel like in the Garden, like, unless you low, it looks good. But if you're not low in the Garden, then it looks, you know what I'm saying? It don't look great. That's just my experience from going to the Garden. But I think the Barclays, I haven't been in the Barclays, but I think the Barclays is more set out like a basketball, type of environment. And I always felt like putting it in an arena, that type of like the T-Mobiles, those type of arenas that have like those sports in it. Even though the Garden does have basketball in it too, it was always set up to be like the floor was a stage. Where I just don't feel like in the Barclays, it'll be like that. So you'll have like a decent view around the whole venue. You know what I'm saying? Where like I think the Garden, if you sitting in the front row, yeah, it's probably good. But if you in the back, yeah, it's probably not as good for you, man. I'm trying to see if I could share this screen for y'all. If you're gonna let me do it, 'cause I've been trying to share screens lately, and it'd be like freaking All right, we got this on mute. All right, it's my bro's fight, man. He in the red corner, so yeah, he in the white trunks. That's my pops there with him. I'm hoping y'all can see this. I hope it's not playing the audio because they got music playing and shit. I'm not trying to get flagged. But yeah, this is my brother's fight last weekend on Friday, March 27th. He's now 15-0, 12 KOs, 6'3" southpaw. Yo, we are the Fundora killer. That's the Fundora killer right there, man. You know what I'm saying? They talk about Fundora, 6'5". He a weight bully. Nah, bro. He ain't athletic though. He ain't got educated feet though. Shout out to Keith Thurman. I don't know what Keith Thurman was doing in there, but you know, we reached out to Keith for the sparring, bro. We wanted to go help him down there with Fundora fight, but we didn't get nothing back, man. So we just moved on, man. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, man. But you know what? This was my brother's 15th fight. I bumped him up. I think he's like 67 in the world or something like that. Anyways, we trying to get down south to get into Pro Box, Zuffa, wherever we can get in front of the American audience. That's what bro got to be, man. Let me see if I can speed this up, man. 'Cause I'm just over here. Like I said, I ain't trying to have him flag me, but I know the fight not long, bro. My man couldn't last long. Anyways, this dude Nathan McIntosh, he was from the UK. He had 14 wins, I think, and 5 losses. So he's never. I don't think he's been stopped either. I think maybe once. So he was kind of durable. So he was trying to get in rounds. Didn't work out that way. Yeah. Hopefully, Millions don't flag me. Salute to Millions. I'm just gonna show my brother's fight, not the whole event, but yeah, this is round one, number one. The fight did end in the first round. My brother is in the white trunks. Y'all can see he wearing Jordans in there. That's his thing. He like to wear Jordans. That's what he like to do. I know some people give him flack for that, but that's his style, man. He is a lefty, southpaw. And shout out to T Rock Entertainment. They throw some good events out here, man, and they continue to do their thing. This is the second event, so we looking to make it bigger and bigger and bigger. Trying to get more fighters on it. But yeah, it's my brother here, man, pressing the pace, and this is why I say to the people, he'll be a good fan, fighter to watch, because my brother, he pushed the pace, man. He make you fight. Like, he's not afraid to get in there, and at the same time, we gonna use that jab because he is a decorated amateur, man. He been in here with your favorite guys. He was in that class with Tiger Johnson, Rohan Polanco, Stanionis, Troy Osley. They was all in around the same area, same weight, same times. And I know he used to go to the tournaments and see those guys all the time. So yeah, this is first round. My bro in the white. Yeah, he rocking the J's. Malcolm, you see that? Ness can say whatever he want, bro. Like, we from the hooper lifestyle, bro. We used to hoop a lot when we were kids, man. So, bro, like it, man. He got good feet too. Boom, right there, man. Fight's done. Bro just knew, man. My man was not getting up. Like that was too clean of a shot, bro. Yeah, shout out to bro, man. He's just happy to be active, man, because like last year was tough on him. He only had 2 fights, and like this year, one fight was at the end of the year. That was after he got out his deal. So shout out to him for getting those fights in, man, and getting active, man, getting active. But we got my man Darius, D Collins, man. Salute to you. Is that Darius Flowers? I believe that's Darius Flowers, man. What up, bro? He said, "Morning, family." Sent that $5 super chat. Salute to you, brother. I really appreciate you. Already know what it is, man. Thanks for dropping them chips with the dip, dog.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Oh shit, that's DC3. My bad, dog. Yo, DC3, where you been at, family? Salute, man. Been a minute, bro, since I see you, bro. I haven't been on TVB as much as I should, but salute to you, brother, man. And thanks for, man, reading up the membership too, bro. I really appreciate that for becoming a member, man. It's all love, man. My man, it's me, Rock Lee. What up? He said, "Nah, Ryan, that's true. I went to the Garden for Katie Taylor Serrano. I was stuck looking at the Jumbotron the whole time. I didn't like it." Yeah, man, I think the Garden is a great venue if you on the floor, bro. If you on the floor, the Garden's where you want to be. Like, it probably looks better. But, like, if you somebody who just trying to go to the fight, enjoy the vibes, yeah, I would say the Barclays probably going to be better than that. Now, I haven't been in the Barclays yet, but the Barclays just gives me that better setting of walking around and shit. Malcolm, salute to Malcolm becoming a member for 8 months. Salute, brother. I appreciate that, man. The love and support. I think I'm like 3 weeks now, 3 weeks straight. We're winning on the bets, so we gonna make this 4, man. I think I see some winnings this weekend. Some I'm gonna try to get some better cards. Yo, the UK cards be screwing me over though. I'm not gonna lie, man. I had 2 UK fighters lose on one of my slips. That messed up 2 of my slips. But we came out good, man. We had the Fundora slip. That one hit. And yeah, man. Is what it is. He said Ness would flip if he seen the Jordan. Yo. Yeah. Ness would have flipped. That's all right though, man. He would have saw the work we doing, but hey. It is what it is. Eddie Alvarez said, "Ryan Fundora getting better each fight. Hopefully he can get a big check to take care of his family." Nah, I agree, bro. I agree. I like what Fundora's doing. He's looking good. You are absolutely right. He's looking more educated. I think, he's looking more confident, man. He believes a little bit more in his boxing ability. But I don't know, man. We gonna talk about the PBC and what they got going on over there, because I thought it was crazy what Sampson said after the fight, man. Yeah, DC3, yeah. You laughing at me, Malcolm. Yeah, man. Shout out to DC3, man. He always support the channel. I know my man, he go on TBV and bat for me. Shout out to DC3, man. Good guy, man. Nothing but love over here for me. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me send some love out to the chat. Who else we got in the building? We got the Ducky. What's going on, man? He said Barclays is great. Been to several fights there. Oh, okay. Yo, which was your favorite fight that you went there? And let us know, have you been to the Garden so you can compare them? Because I've been to the Garden. I haven't been to Barclays, though. I have not been to Barclays. I'd like to go to Barclays. Crane Enterprises, what's going on? He says, "Salute to Ryan from the 6. What up, man? What up? Thanks for tapping in with me. Make sure y'all hit the like button when you come in. Show some love to the channel. It's free. You don't have to pay. We do have a $20 super chat goal today. Shout out to DC3. Start us off with 5:15 to go. I am Saint. What's going on? He says, "Salute, Ryan. What's going on, man?" 154 is fire. Absolutely. 154 is the best division in boxing. We as fans just want to see the guys mix it up, man. And finally, we might get that. We might get that for real, for real. Malcolm said, "A big man who uses length properly is dangerous." That's a fact, man. That's a fact. But we over here, we like to damage people. Salute, man. Salute. It is what it is, man. He said, 6'6". Damn. Shout out to DC3, man. You a basketball player. That's crazy. Ah, shit, but you damn D line. He said D line, man. Yeah, bro. My man DC3, yeah, he ain't playing around with y'all. So y'all make sure you come correct, man. But let's talk about this guy, Fundora, man. Sebastian Fundora crowns himself the king. He says, I am the king of 154 after defeating Keith Thurman, man. And I don't know, man. Boxing fans, y'all really got caught in the nostalgia of Keith, man. Like, he hasn't been active. You know, his last KO was against Brock Jarvis, who we know was a blown up 54 pounder. You know, y'all just straight ignore the talking facts that you put on the other guys, man. Like, it just went out the window when it came to Keith. I was actually quite surprised. I mean, I wasn't complaining. I never had Keith winning the fight, but I was like, damn, like, people really out here, they picking Keith Thurman seriously. But I think Keith Thurman's problem was just that, man, not active enough. He didn't have a real good fight at 54, and that pretty much that solidified it, man. You know, that's what happened there with him. He didn't have any prep for Fundora properly. He didn't have no fight at 54 that was really dangerous, and I feel like that's an issue, man. Because 54, the transition from 47 from 54 is real because the gloves are bigger. That's a 7-pound weight difference. So it's a bigger jump than 40 to 47. Well, it's about the same, but like the same gloves you have. So the guys are just naturally bigger. A lot of the guys at 54, when you look at them, they skip over 60, go up right to 68, most of them. Or they have one fight at 60 and then go to 68. They don't really stay at 60. So I think basically my man Keith Thurman was behind the 8 ball, bro. Like, this was a bad matchup for him. And I like Keith Thurman. I'm with a lot of y'all, man. I think Keith Thurman was great for boxing. Still is good for boxing. We're going to ask that question later. What's next for him? And good for the PBC. We cannot get it twisted. Keith Thurman opened up the PBC, man. He was the first one that I watched on their cable television show. Or not cable, not show, but, you know, when they were on cable and they had the CBS deal, Keith Thurman was the opener, man. And I'm pretty sure, like, even when they started this Amazon deal, it was supposed to be Keith Thurman as well, too. So the PBC, they got love for Keith, man. And he's always been a good talker. He's always held the PBC up to that standard. He's been a unified champion. I think he's been a 2-time world champion. So, I mean, Keith Thurman has done his part of the bill for sure over at the PBC. I just hope they didn't cash him out. I just hope they're going to bring him back for something else. You know, they got fights over there for him. Eddie Alvarez said, tell your dad no more fights in Canada for your brother. Zuffa got the exposure your brother needs. Yeah, man. We reached out to Zuffa. Shout out to the matchmaker over there. He did email me back, so I hope that's good news, you know. Hopefully it starts some talking. But I'll stay on top of that. I'll keep, you know, messaging these guys, letting them know I'm starting to send them footage too. And hopefully, bro, we get on one of these fights or even Pro Box too. Shout out to It's Me, Rock Lee. He said, that Xander vs. Boots going to be a movie. Hope the undercard is fire too. The fights from the Florida are going to be dirt cheap too. Oh, the flights. Okay. Is that Puerto Rican Day Parade weekend or no? But yo, shout out to you, man. Going up there from Florida, that'd be dope, man. To go see that fight. Cause you know that fight's going to be lit, man. Like you said. It's going to be good. It's going to be in the Barclays. So a lot of people going to be there, man, from Philly. Because, you know, that's where Danny Garcia made his home. So Philly going to be there, man. Shout out to DC3. He said, I think Virgil will give him a lot of issues. Oh, okay. Nah, Virgil Ortiz, yeah, man. He put himself in a rock and a hard place. He going to be on the outside looking in. You know, Virgil Ortiz gonna be that kid on detention right now. He on detention while everybody else in the schoolyard playing, man. All the other 54-pounders, they outside throwing basketballs around. They outside having a good ass time. You know, Xander outside walking around like he run the schoolyard. And we know Boots the other guy, man. He the new guy in town, right? Boots the new guy at school. So you're gonna show up and show us if he the guy, man. My man, I Am Saint said, Xander said Fundora said to fight elderly staff at PBC. Yeah, man. Yeah. I didn't like what Samson said about that, bro. Shout out to Ignorant Boxing. He said, talk some real boxing, bro. What do you think, Jake? What? He said, talk some real boxing. Ignorant boxing, bro. Nah, man. We ain't talking about Jake Paul right now. Jake Paul got to go heal up his jaw, man. Didn't he say he got to get surgery again because it didn't heal properly? I don't know. That man may not get in the ring again, yo. He may have learned his lesson. Eddie Alvarez said Keith needed the money, point blank. Damn. We think Keith sold out for the check? Yo, I hope not, man. I hope not, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got 20 people in here. Make sure y'all smash the like button, man. Show some love to the stream. DC3 said we thought Keith was going to give us a PBC on Fox moment. Yo, that's what y'all was. Yo, I swear, bro. Y'all was. Top five. Y'all wanted to see him like that, bro. Y'all wanted to see him bring it back to nostalgic Keith, man, with the ponytail. You know, nah, man. That Keith is gone, bro. He's done, yo. It's a wrap, bro. That Keith don't live no more, man. When he cut the ponytail, it was a rappy, bro. Z Pacino in the building. Salute, Z. Ayo, Z, I don't know. I haven't been on in a minute, brother. But salute to you, man, for getting in the ring. 1 and 2, man. Yo, your fight against who was it? Jay Lee? Yo, that was a good ass fight, bro. Good for you, man. I'm shout out to you because I know last Border Wars, you had the issue with the commission. You know, you made the travel, you did all the work. I'm happy everything went through with you this time, and hopefully to see you at Border Wars again, Z. I thought you fought good, man. You know, like you said, the gas tank, bro. But hey, you got the nerves out the way, so you're gonna be better, way better next time, bro. Shout out to New York Bullet in the building. What's going on, New York Bullet? Big fight coming into New York City, man. June 27th. Gonna be a movie out in New York, man. He said that's like 2 to 3 weeks after the parade. Oh, okay. So they couldn't lock it down for the parade weekend. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know that. Salute. I hope everybody has a good time at freaking you know what I'm saying? At the Puerto Rican Day Parade, man. Oscar Perez in the building, my guy, big member. Y'all know who it is. He said if Xander was to win, though, I have Boots winning. But if Xander wins, does he take a leap as the new face of boxing? Hey, bro, yo, I literally we're gonna talk about that too. I literally have that as the title. Can he be the face of boxing, bro? Because I think Xander can definitely potentially be the face of boxing, man. Shout out to Boxing Wiz in the building. Salute. He said early morning grind. Yeah, man, we out here early. Salute, brother. Give you them horns, man. Oscar Perez said Keith went from 1 time to 2 times, man. Oh, shit, we got a super chat up in the building. My man Darius Flowers with the $2 super chat. He said, keep grinding, bro. Salute, Darius. You already know what it is, man. Dropping them chips with the dip. I appreciate you.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Salute Darius Flowers, man. Hit the wrong video there, man. That's wild, man. That's wild. Salute to my brother, Little Zooted in the building. What up, champ? He said Africa in this month on they dog ass. Yeah, man. South Africa, big sixes. Hey, yo, salute to Africa, man. We have a massive African community here in Toronto, man. A lot of my brothers, they from either Nigeria, Ghana. Salute, bro. Ethiopia. Yeah, man. Somalia. We got the Somalians. Yo, man. Salute, man. I love Africa, bro. Nothing like Africa, bro. Trust me. And trust me, bro, I gotta go to Africa. That's like on my bucket list. Going to Africa, bro. Shoot, I missed a couple people up here. Give me the rock. What up, bro? He said, what up, Ryan? Salute, man. Welcome to the channel, bro. I'm not sure if I've seen you here before, but salute, man. Welcome. We just talk boxing, bro. Like to chop it up. I do have the link in the pin to the chat if you guys want to come up and talk some boxing on this 154-pound division. I don't have the Discord. I should get the Discord popping, but I don't have it open right now. Been having issues with it. Eddie Alvarez said Oscar failing his fighters pretty bad, man. Sure, still messing around with that powder. Yo, Oscar De La Hoya, man. He's sad, man. Oscar De La Hoya, I don't know what's up with him, man. What the hell? Like, he just always on some shit, man. And then he got this clap back Thursday thing. It'd be funny. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be funny, but I just look at it like, man, Oscar, it's not like you are doing the best job, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you are the guy. My man, I am saying some facts. Salute Z Pacino. Yeah, man, Z got in there, bro. My man, New York Bullet said we in there, NYC. Yeah. My man Oscar said I agree. Thomas Taylor should ref main events, but that was a good stoppage. Yeah, no, I thought that was good, bro. I like Thomas Taylor. I thought he did a great job in the Canelo and Crawford. I didn't know he was in there really. Salute Rico from Naptown. What up, bro? Salute. Good morning. We in here. My man, I am saying to hit that like button. You already know what it is, man. We got Heck, man. We got Hector. Oh, man. Oh, he said, what did Samson? Oh, yeah, I didn't even talk about that, bro. Because I got to see y'all chats. But, yo, Samson. All right, here's what he said, man. I wish I could find it. But he said, basically, Heck, if you want to fight Fundora, because, this is what these dudes do, which is just outright ducking to me. Just outright ducking. He said, you got to come to the PBC. Bro, if you don't get your goofy ass out of here, like, if whoever wins between Xander and Boots, going to have a way bigger profile than Fundora. I wasn't at the fight, but let me tell you something about that Fundora and Keith fight. We not getting attendance numbers. We not getting pay-per-view numbers. We not getting gates. We know that for sure. They're not about to do that. But a Tank fight, they're going to give us that. Benavidez fight, they're going to give us that. You see, they haven't even gave us the numbers for Ryan Garcia and Barrios because it's trash, bro. They already know what it is. But I just think it's outright ducking because it's like, okay, who's at the PBC at 154? I mean, Drunk Charlo, who was there that night, saying F everybody. Maybe he'll come back and fight. Keith Thurman, gone, X'd. Spence and Tim Tszyu, they about to fight. So, like my man Oscar said, man, it's like you want to fight the whole old folks home instead of mixing it up. So, like, Fundora, we talking about the school. Like we said, Virgil in detention. Fundora, he in the office with the principal right now. That's what he doing. He not coming outside. They keeping him inside. He like, nah, I ain't want to go outside. It's too crazy out there. Xander outside, Boots outside. The rest of them, they all outside, bro. Everybody outside ready to scrap. Josh Kelly, he in the corner of the schoolyard. He waiting. That's what he doing. But the rest of them, they outside. They ready to mix it up. Fundora, he in the principal office. My man Virgil, he in detention. We don't know when he getting out. You know what I'm saying? He in detention. So Samson, he in there with Fundora like, nah, you can't go outside and play, bro. We need to keep you here. We need that belt here. We can't let you go out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be nasty work, but hey, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we gonna look at Fundora and we're gonna know what it is just because of his promoter, what they saying already, man. It's nuts, man. He said, yeah, in-house fights, man. Flexing and stepping in the building. What's good? Punch Talk Boxing. Salute. What's going on, man? Good morning. Happy Wednesday as well. I am saying said that's what he looking for, a.k.a. Duck Talk. Yeah, bro. Man, shout out to Boneheads. He said, are you going to the parade? You look Puerto Rican. Nah, bro. I'm not even Puerto Rican. That's crazy. Like, I've gotten that. I went to the Dominican Republic like maybe like 6 years ago. And bro, when we was in the resort, everybody thought I was Dominican. Like, everybody was talking to me like, oh, you from here, this and that. They actually thought I was a baseball player and I was aboard and I just came back. Like, I was rocking Blue Jay gear because I'm from Toronto. And then I picked up on it like the third day. I'm like, oh shit, like they think I'm from here. Like, but nah, I'm African, I'm Canadian, I guess you could say. I'm Canadian, bro. I'm black. My dad's Jamaican. My mom is from here. She's Canadian. So yeah, man, I'm all through and through Canadian, bro. Born here, raised here. But salute to PR, man. I love the Puerto Ricans. I love Mexican boxing. The Latino boxing is it, bro. I love Latino boxing, bro. But my slick black fighters, yeah, they run the game right now, bro. They run the game. Salute to Flexing the Step. He said Oscar be wildin'. Yo, for real, man. Oscar De La Hoya is crazy, man. Boxing Wiz said the only recent Thomas Taylor stoppage I didn't agree with recently was Jermaine Ortiz versus Keyshawn Davis. He had like 12 seconds. Oh, he was in the ring for that one? Really? I'm surprised. Like, all right, I don't remember. All right, man. Yeah, if Thomas Taylor was the one to stop it, then yeah, because I thought that was pretty quick as well. I thought it was the last round too of the fight. Yeah, I think that one could have went on for sure, man. We got P. Rune in the building. What's going on, man? Big sixes. Yeah, man. Get your horns, man. Salute, salute. It's me, Rock Lee. Said, are you keeping up with Canada in their World Cup journey? Yeah, bro. We got a lot of injuries right now. I'm scared, bro. June is like right around the corner, and Alfonso's not. Yo, man, our back end is not healed up. Damn, bro. I hope them boys get ready for the World Cup because we got a good team, bro. We got a good team. We gonna be making some noise. Trust me. Shout out to Tavon Burns, man, in the building. What's going on, Tavon? Salute. All right, man. Got to everybody so far, so we can move on to the next topic. Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman took an ass whooping, but is he done, man? Is Keith Thurman done? I don't know. I like Keith one time Thurman. Always been a fan of him. But man, that was hard to watch, yo. And you kind of knew it was coming because Keith Thurman, like I said, he had no real preparation for this fight. No real fight at 154 to make me say he gonna give Sebastian Fundora issues. Now, I was on the hangout spot with Johnny. Shout out to Johnny during the fight. He was calling it. We were just chopping it up, talking. And the one thing I noticed was Keith was moving to Fundora's left hand. And I thought that was a bit dangerous because I'm like, yo, what if Fundora just unleashed that? Like, what if he just roll into that shot? Because, Fundora's southpaw. And I think Keith, well, from what they were saying, was he was trying to, counter. I guess he's trying to force Sebastian to throw that lazy straight out and counter around it and hook up top or to the body like how Mendoza caught Fundora. Now, I think Keith Thurman got good feet, man. I thought he should have tried to beat Sebastian Fundora to the outside of his foot, outside of his jab foot. I thought his lead foot, got to get on the outside of Fundora's jab foot. I think if he does that, he puts Fundora in a position where Fundora now has to back up and reset. He didn't do that. So I don't know if that they had a different game plan, obviously, going into this fight. I'm not the boxing. I've never raised a two-time world champion, so I don't know anything about that, right? I'm just telling you what I see. When my dad has told me what you're supposed to do with southpaw fighters, you're supposed to get outside of their lead foot. That's how you stay away from the power, right? Keith didn't really do that. He was almost like staying in between Fundora's feet the whole time, which is also okay if you can get your lead foot like scissoring a guy's feet. Then you got a guy centered, right? You got him straight up. Frig, man, it's hard to describe, but I think Keith Thurman, I think he was just outgunned, man. I don't think the fight would have turned in his direction like he was saying. I think him being mad at Thomas Taylor was just a frustration of how the fight went. I don't think he was able to ever get his game plan to work. And I don't know if they ever had a plan B because it didn't look like it. Just from what I saw in there and how the fight was going, they didn't have a plan B, man. They were just going straight into it. They were just doing what they had to do. And for me as a fan, I didn't like it, bro. I thought Keith Thurman, they just didn't have the right plan, and it clearly showed. But I think Keith Thurman can still get good fights in. I'm not gonna say he's completely done. I think he can still fight Charlo, Spence, Zoo. Like, those are fights Keith Thurman should be in, not Fundora. Those are good fights. Josh Kelly. Keith Thurman could give Josh Kelly a good fight. He could even beat Josh Kelly. Now, does Matchroom accept that? That's a different talking point. That's a different day. But I think Keith Thurman, as long as Fundora didn't put too much of a beating on him, still got something left in the gas tank. Because I look at Fundora, bro. He beats guys, and then guys really don't come back, bro. It's crazy, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. It's gonna be one of those things, bro. Z Pacino with the $2 super chat. He said, "Thanks, champ. Border Wars was fire. I'll be back. Salute, Z, man. Yo, salute to you, man. I can't wait to see you back in there, bro. It's gonna be epic, man. Salute for the chips, bro."
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yeah, man. Salute to DC3 dropping another $2 super chat on me. He said, "Keith too small for 54." He 5'7". He needs to go back to 47. Damn, my man hitting us with the raps. Yo, shout out to DC3, man.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yeah, Keith look mad small in there, man. But yeah, I gotta see Keith in there with the other guys, right? Like, if Keith really got it like that, because it's been a rough year for Keith Thurman, man, for sure. But salute to y'all, man. We already halfway to the goal already, man. Salute to the chat. Salute to the stream, man. Appreciate y'all for supporting me on this early morning, man. Y'all don't have to get up and talk with me. Y'all can get on with your workday, but you here with me. I really appreciate that. My man Little Zooted said, "Ninja, I felt that beat down all the way from Africa. Keith gotta retire." Oh, man. Yo, it was bad, man. It was bad, but Keith had some energy after the fight, so I'm looking at it like, hey, maybe he all right, man. Maybe Keith all right. Man, DC3 said if he could still make 47 because of age. Yo, honestly, if he can make 47, we could see Keith and Dev, Keith and maybe Ryan Garcia, Keith and Barrios. I think Barrios said he going to 54, though. So we got to see how Barrios is at 54. Maybe Keith and Barrios at 54. Maybe that's a good fight. We'll see, man. Shout out to It's Me, Rock Lee. He said, "Ryan, if you know ball, I'm going to need you to make a podcast for the beautiful game, man. Mexico looks absolutely beautiful. We just need a few adjustments on the attacking side." Shout out to Mexico, man. Nah, I don't know enough ball to talk a podcast, bro. I had like a friend who actually he was my, like, in middle school. Like, we have, I don't know how y'all do it down there, but we have middle school, which is like grade 6 to grade 8. Up here, it's like junior high. And yeah, I had a locker mate in grade 6, man. His name was David Hoylett. He actually went to France like halfway through the year to play soccer. I never saw the kid like halfway through the year. This motherfucker ended up making the Premier League. He played in a lot of different teams, and then now he's on the Canadian national team as well. He's playing in the second World Cup, so shout out to him. But that's as much as I knew about soccer, man, was this kid growing up beside me. And obviously I've been watching Canada as of late because they got a good team now. Z Pacino, he said, "Yeah, Keith was just too small. He couldn't reach Fundora." Yeah, man, he couldn't get in on there. My man DC3 dropping another super chat, bro. This guy, man.
Top five.
DC3, man. Oh, shoot, that's Darius Flowers. See, y'all, I be confusing y'all because of the damn avatar. What the hell? My man Darius Flowers in the building. What's going on, champ? Salute. The $2 super chat. He said, Fundora needs to be trying to guard Wemby, bro. Yo, I know, right? That man's 6'6". He need to be in a box, or not a boxing gym. He need to be in a basketball court, man. He could literally be a guard, man. He could literally guard like Kevin Durant and those guys, man. My man flexing and stepping. He said Keith got energy to get more ass whoopings. Yo, man. He said, yeah, we have middle schools like that here, right? Okay. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like that's 6 to 8. When you get in that 68, you start to feel a little bit more older. You're like, yeah, man, I ain't gonna go to school with them little kids no more. 6 to 8, and then you're on the high school, man. But yeah, he already beat Barrios. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, he did at 47. I forgot about that, man. You know why I forget about it? Because it was literally a forgotten fight, man. And then Barrios went on to do some things after. So shout out to Barrios. He made himself a name. But yeah, Keith beat him, and Keith didn't stop him. He didn't even put him down, did he? Which Ryan Garcia did, which is crazy. But Ryan Garcia, obviously, he got real power, man. So yeah, Keith Thurman. We're gonna move on to Keith. Let's keep it PBC for now. Earl Spence, Big Texas, is making his return. He's going to 154, man, fighting against Tim Tszyu. Now, Tim Tszyu got to fight this weekend, so Tim Tszyu got to win one, which is dangerous. So Tim Tszyu got to win, and yeah. my man, LA, bro, in the building. What up, LA? My man dropping the $2 super chat. He said, man, 4 more minutes, right? Keith would have had him, yo. Trust me. I don't know why Keith would have said that for, man. 4 more minutes, Keith would have been packed up, man. He snapped with that. I don't know why Keith Thurman really thought there's more time would have helped him, man. He's crazy for that. He's crazy. But yeah, man, Earl Spence, Big Spence is back, yo. It looks like he's training with Ronnie Shields. He hasn't made it official, but we see Ronnie with him in the gym. Ronnie got that big profile Instagram cryptic message out. Look at the killers. Yo, man, I'm excited because he's training with Charlo, Big Charlo. B. Norman Jr.'s in there. Earl Spence, he sounds better. Maybe that time off is what he needed. And he's back to Earl Spence things. No tune-ups. I mean, his first fight at 154 going to be against former champ Tim Tszyu, who's been a career 54-pounder. Tim Tszyu, who hasn't had his greatest performances as of late. Nonetheless, man, Tim Tszyu coming back as your first fight in almost 3 years? That's tough, man. That's tough. Like this can be a bridgeway fight for either guy. Like if Tim Tszyu loses, we really don't believe then he was ever that guy. We gonna say he was just Costa Tszyu's son. And if Spence loses, people gonna say that Terrence Crawford destroyed Spence, and Spence wasn't that guy since the car crash. They're gonna keep saying that. But this is a high stakes fight. I think it's gonna be in Texas, rumored to be Dallas, Texas. So they bring in big fights to the stadium. This is, to me, it's a power move for Spence. This is honestly, it's probably PBC looking at Spence saying, bro, please get back in the game. We need you. And this is Spence saying, yeah, man, we ready. We ready to go. We ready to go. Shout out to DC3 for dropping that $2 super chat. He said, thank you, Al Heyman. And I didn't even give my chips to the dip to my man LA, man.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yeah. Shout out to Tim Tszyu. Because Tim Tszyu continues to make the big fights for No Limit, man. He got no limit in business. Tim Tszyu alone. So shout out to Tim Tszyu. He just keeps on signing up for big fights for No Limit and the PBC. Look at Tim Tszyu, man. Holding it down the PBC fort. Being that guy, man. I can't get mad at Tim Tszyu because he's been doing it for a minute now. Shout out to Rico from Naptown. He said Charlo wants to fight Spence. Yeah, that's Jermel, man. Jermel Charlo wants to fight Spence. Big Charlo is working with Ronnie Shields, his longtime trainer. So it's kind of weird to see Big Charlo and Spence take a picture. That whole aspect of Jermel and Jamal not talking. It's weird to see, man. It really is weird to see. But if you're just tuning in, man, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share. We got another live tomorrow night. I'm going to have current super featherweight ladies WBC champion Caroline Vieira on. Current champion. This is the first time I'm gonna get a chance to interview a current champion. She's from my country. Salute to her, Caroline. She beat Parsoons in her last fight. In a tough fight. We gonna talk to her, man, about her journey to the WBC belt. You know, she's an Olympian, and yeah, she's in Alicia Bumgarner's weight class. So if Alicia want to get that undisputed strap back, then she got to see Caroline, man. That's gonna be a good fight if we can get it. She is signed to Salida Promotions, so I have the stream already in the queue. So if you guys want to watch it tomorrow night, then go hit the page, go into the live section, and hit the notifications, man. 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. We'll have Caroline on. We're going to talk about her journey. WBC Super Featherweight Ladies Champ. Yeah, man. My first time interviewing a current champion, so I'm excited. I'm geeked. We had Spence and Tim Zhu. All right. We're going to talk about the guy, man. Remember what I said? The guy walking around the schoolyard out back, you know, wants all the smoke. You know, said he want to take the fights right now. That's Xander Zayas, man. Xander Zayas mentality. We need more young fighters like Xander. And us as boxing fans, we got a responsibility to these guys. When they do stuff like this, make big fights for us, whether they fall short or have lackluster performances, we can't be out here going on a smear campaign after the fight. Jerron Boots Ennis needs a Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas needs a Jerron Boots Ennis. Well, some people in other channels won't say that, but I'm gonna say that over here. Want to know why? Because I believe Jerron Boots Ennis is one of the best 54 pounders. I do. So I feel like Xander's stepping up to fight the best. This is the best on best. Give me the best on best. Honestly, the best on best to me trumps the belt fight, to be real. If you're going to give me two guys who are 1 and 2, in most people's opinions, or even 1 and 3, because you can't get 2. Yo, bro, that's the next best thing. Why am I going to complain? This fight right here is a mega fight. This is going to steal the summer. I don't see another fight being made between now and August that's going to be bigger than this, bro. Like, this shit's already, if you guys haven't seen, it's pretty much overshadowed the May fight. Benavidez and Zerto. This fight going to be bigger than that one, for sure. And Xander, he didn't have to take this fight. One, he just came out of a unification. He could have went and had a tune-up fight back in Puerto Rico. But he said, like, I believe him, bro. I believe Xander. And his actions are showing it. And he said, look, man, I want to fight the best. I'm ready. He's been at top rank since he's been 16. The man's seasoned, 7-year vet. He said he's ready. Who am I to say he's not ready? Who am I to say he needs more time? And then if Boots beats him, I'm not going to say Xander's green. He's a unified champion. You know what I'm saying? And if Xander beats Boots, we have to ask the real question. Is Xander the next face of boxing in line? Because that would be a massive win over Jerron Ennis. I don't even know the lines. I haven't seen them yet. But I heard Xander is the underdog as the champ, which is crazy. So Xander can go in here and definitely beat Boots. Xander's got great footwork, technicality. If you look at the way Xander fights, he's not taking many chances, one. And his output is crazy. For the size, for the way he moves, he throws a lot of punches, man. Not a lot of guys can do that. So Xander, this is a good fight for him. I think he can win the fight. A lot of people saying Boots gonna stop Xander. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I think we haven't seen Boots enough in fights where the competition is really close to be like, all right, let's see if somebody can push him. I think this is the first fight Boots gonna get pushed in. You know, the Karen fights, people look at them and say he got pushed. I just say Boots couldn't figure out the movement. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he could figure out, you know what I'm saying, the movement of that. I think, honestly, this fight here is going to tell me if Boots Ennis can stay focused for 12 rounds. I think sometimes he goes rogue in fights. And I don't know if that's because he knows he can get away with things against the other guys. So this also might be a situation of where Boots Ennis gets up for the moment because he knows this is the biggest fight, one, biggest name. And Xander Zayas, man. We got to talk about him as being the next new blood in boxing because I'm hoping Abdullah Mason's looking at this. I'm hoping all these younger guys coming up, Carmel, Zay Quinn, the who's young guys are looking at Xander saying, look, he's putting his O out there. He's being brave. And I hope us as the fans reward Xander, win or lose, because this is what we need more in boxing. Guys putting their O's out there for best on best matchups and not waiting, because this can change. This could go from a fight of, okay, Boots wins. Let's say Boots wins. Virgil still, you know what I'm saying, him and Golden Boy still got a situation. Maybe Josh Kelly doesn't take the Boots fight next to make it a three belt fight. All right, let's go ahead and run it back. Rematch. Let's say the first Xander and Jerome fight was great. Let's run it back again. That's what we need more. We need more rematches and trilogies in boxing. But because we don't get the fights when the guys are younger, we're not anticipating the rematches. Like, we got Floyd and Pac so late. These motherfuckers still fighting right now. Like, and they 48. And nobody gonna watch that shit. Nobody's watching that exhibition, whatever the hell it is. It's trash, man. Salute to my guy Treese in the building. Big Ohio, big Midwest Mafia. Salute to Thomas Hill. What up, Thomas Hill, man? Salute, champ. He says facts, man. I'm telling you, best on best. Give me that, man. My man Z Pacino said Liam Powell been holding it down for No Limit 2. Yeah, man. Liam Powell, he just got there, though, because I'm pretty sure didn't Matchroom have Liam Powell for a bit? And then now Liam Powell's positioned himself for the IBF Eliminator. So he might be a 2-division champion if he can beat Patty Donovan, I think it is, and then beat Lewis Crocker. I make him a 2-division champ, man. Salute to Birdman in the building. What up, champ? He said, you're the matchmaker. Who's the co-main event on Zayas versus Boots? All right, I got to put a Brooklyn, New York kid. So I'm putting Shushu Carrington on there. I'm putting Shushu, and I'm asking Cool Boy Steph, can you please come back to 126 and fight Shushu Carrington on the undercard? Shushu, man. I don't know if I can make it the Cole because I think Bozy Ennis trains is. Yeah, so I can't do that because you don't want the coach being the Cole. Even though, like, Hector Bermudez did it this past weekend. Shout out to Hector Bermudez. I didn't even give him a shout out, man. Look at me. My man always comes in here. He's a good guest. Drops super chat. Shows love to the channel. Comes on the panel. Salute to Hector Bermudez, man. Because Yoenis Tellez, they got big wins on the weekend. So he 2-0 on the big stage. Well, you know, he really way more than that. Hector been fighting on cards. Been had world champions. Shout out to him, man. But you know, this weekend he did get 2 wins on the PBC card. So salute to Coach Hector Bermudez on that. And yeah, if I'm matchmaker, I'm putting Shushu Carrington, man. I'm gonna ride Shushu Carrington after his good performance against Castro. I'm gonna put him as the co-main event. I'm probably gonna throw him in a showcase fight, because like Angelo Leo's got a fight coming up. Espinoza ain't got a date, but I don't know what's going on with Espinoza. Like, is he gonna go to 30? Stay at 26? So I'm probably gonna put Shushu in. A good fight, not a bad fight. Matter of fact, let's take a look right now. Let's go look at the Ring Magazine and see who's in the rankings right now. 126 for the WBC. Shushu Carrington. And make sure you smash the like button when you come in, man. Show some love to the stream. Oh, we got Nick Ball. Maybe Louis Neri. A lot of people know Joey Gonzalez. Nah. Michael Collin just got stopped, so we can't put him in there. Maybe Alan Picasso. He fought anyway. Or Omar Trinidad. Damn, that's a dangerous fight. He's 19-0. All right, if I'm going co-main event, I'm probably gonna go Shushu versus Alan Picasso or Luis Neri. One of them. Alan Picasso, common opponent with Nawa Inoue. Luis Neri, same thing. We're gonna keep building that Inoue fight. So yeah, that's what I would do. I'd put him in there with those guys. But I like that card, bro. If they can make it like a top rank match room, like keep it even all the way down, that'd be dope, man. Hopefully we get Brave Ford back on, get some of the other guys. Shout out to William Old School in the building. What up, champ? Pugilism in the building. He said if Pyro not locked in with Crocker, Keyshawn getting that Crocker fight for a matchroom top ranked the zone ultimate card. Okay. Keyshawn versus Crocker co-main event with Boots versus Xander. All right, Pugilism. I ain't mad at that. We getting a good fight for Keyshawn. That's good, bro. The Keyshawn needs to be in the mix. Shout out to Pugilism. He said Boots Xander is a 12-rounder split decision majority decision draw for a rematch potential. Yes. Shout out to you, Pugilism. I've heard a lot of people saying Boots is going to blow Xander out the water. I just don't think so, man. I don't think so. Shushu versus Espinoza. Okay. Unification. I feel like Top Rank going to want to save that, though, for a main event. That's why I didn't throw that out there. I feel like they want to put that on one of their free the zone cards. You got to get your subscription, but they're not gonna put that on a pay-per-view. But hey, maybe not, man. Shout out to Z Pacino. He said, "Damn, that's fire, man. But I prefer Shock versus Ford." Hey, yeah, that's been a talking point. That's Top Rank versus Matchroom. So salute, man. My man Hector Bermudez reading up the membership 4 months. Salute. Like I just said, man, Hector, you be supporting the channel. You come in the chat, and I know, don't worry, Heck, man. I keep saying it. We gonna get down there and get the sparring with Yo-Yo and Rohan. I'm gonna talk to my brother this week, see when his calendar is, what it's like, and yeah, bro, I got your number, so I'll be hitting you up. Don't worry, Heck. You gonna get down there and get that work, bro. But salute to Hector Bermudez. He's one of the best. Top five. Supporting the channel, bro. Always showing love. He said DB3 on April 4th. Okay. Card postponed here in Norfolk. Oh, damn. Something big probably landed. Keyshawn easily in position for Crocker, Rowley, or Ryan. And Haney if they want to sell tickets to keep their A side. Yeah. I mean, the Haney fight might be back in order because, they saying there's a follow with Rolly Romero. So we'll see, man. We'll see. It's me, Rock Lee said Alan Picasso is now under Eddie Reynoso. Not a good idea for Shushu. Yeah, bro. Them Eddie Reynoso fighters need to be on that VADA 365, man. Pugilism said, thought Shushu fighting Fernando. Oh, okay. Maybe they already got that locked up then for Shushu. I hope so. I hope Shushu gets in there soon, man, because you got to ride that good performance and have a good year, man. I think Shushu's a great fighter, bro. I like what he's doing. So we talked about Xander. All right, let's talk about Boots Ennis, man, what this could mean for him. Jerron Boots Ennis, he in the schoolyard. He walking around, he on a new block. So he like, yeah, man, I'm here to take over. I'm here to grab all the belts. I think this is where Jerron Boots Ennis could land his plane, man. Plant his flag, as I meant to say. Plant that flag. Get some legacy fights in. You start off with Xander Zayas, man. Xander Zayas, to me, should he even lose, I think he's going to have a great boxing career. It's going to age well. So if Jerron can get past Xander, and I say if he can get past Xander, because I'm giving Xander a shot in this fight. I'm not undermining him up like a lot of other people. I'm giving Xander his flowers, man. He's been putting in work. He's been at Top Rank since he's been 16. 7-year vet, man. This going to be tough for Boots, man. It's not going to be easy. But I think for sure Xander Zayas is the goods. Jerron Boots Ennis has been talked about in the lights of Roy Jones Jr., some other guys, as well as just the phenom that he is. A lot of people see the flash, see the flare. I see it too, man. But I can't ignore the fact that, hey, man, I need you to prove it to me. I need you to show me what's up. I need you to show me that you really that guy. And I think Boots can do it. I think he can show us he can do it. I'm not doubting him. I'm just saying, man, just show me. Just show me. And this is a fight he can show me for sure. Because Boots can become undisputed. And if he could become undisputed, he'll grab 2 straps here. Josh Kelly is in-house fight. So Eddie Hearn can make that. That's 3. Now, somehow you got to move yourself in a way of where you can get Mauricio to mandate the Fundora fight, because Fundora ain't coming outside to play. They're not coming outside to play nice. You might have to send Boots over there to get that belt. I don't know if Eddie wants to do that. Yo, honestly, a lot of things these guys do don't make sense, man, the PBC. Because, like, it's not like Fundora, if he has the belt, he going to get all these mythical matchups, all these great fights. Nah, man. It's gonna be one of them things where I'm like, yo, I don't know, man. I don't know if Boots wins, he can go over there and get the Fundora fight because of the politics of boxing, which is ironic because that's what the thing Fundora talking about. Oh, the politics of boxing. Like, bro, y'all the ones being political over there. Y'all talking about we don't want to do cross promotion fights for what? What makes y'all so special, man? Unless you're putting up the big money, the big dollar bills for those guys to come over, then just shut up and fall in line, man. Drop the belt. Stop holding up the division. Just fight the fights over there at PBC. You got the Alley Act that just passed, so now y'all could go ahead and make the PBC belt. Go ahead and do that. Make the PBC belt. Go over there, Fundora, with Keith Thurman, Jamel Charlo, all them guys over there, Spence, Tim Tszyu. Y'all fight for the PBC belt over there. Do that shit over there, man. But, like, don't talk about we not going to fight other guys on other promotional, other networks. It's over here. If you want the belt, you got to come over here. It's like, who you trying to strong arm? Y'all don't got that type of leverage. And I hope Eddie Hearn can start planting the seeds now with the WBC that, hey, if we beat Xander, we beat Josh Kelly, we coming for the WBC belt. You need to move us in the rankings accordingly, Mauricio, and mandate the fight. Don't just put us at 1 and then don't mandate us, or let us fight for the interim and don't mandate us. Nah, put us there and then make sure we fight the fight, man. Shout out to Coach Eddie in the building, ATL in the building. He said, Boots gonna cook him. Damn, bro. You think Boots gonna cook Xander? I don't know. We got to see it, bro. He said, Xander's resume is abysmal. Yeah, I mean, but Coach Eddie, we can say the same about Boots, man. It go both ways. This is a show and prove fight to me. They both gotta show us they are what they are. You know, I think Boots, honestly, he got the more pressure on him because of what y'all be saying about him. You know, Xander just the young guy. That's how you gotta look at this. But what y'all be saying about Boots, if he lose, oh man. You know, there's gonna be those fans out there, those the Terrence Crawford fans that didn't convert to Boots fans. They're gonna say, you know, see, Crawford would have destroyed him. They're gonna bring up all them talking points, man. Shout out to my guy Ty in the building, Bodega Ty. What up, bro? Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm excited for Jerron, man. I've always said 154 is where he's gonna get his most respect, his legacy, and just looking at it, the next 3 or 4 fights, he can definitely do that, man. He can definitely plant that flag, get them fights in, and yeah, man, it is what it is. Y'all see what Bud said, man? Bud Crawford. They asked him, or I saw a tweet, and they said, "Yo, bro, why would you fight Fundora?" And Bud said on X, he replied to a fan and said, "Yo, I was trying to fight him, but they said I wasn't a big enough star." Yo, bro, I'm telling you, man, these dudes, they love saying everything, man. Like Bud Crawford And Turkey Al Sheik would have gave Fundora the most money he would have ever saw in life, bro. Right now. But it's crazy. It's so crazy, bro. That they would say, all right, Crawford's not a big enough star, which is cool. You want to say that. I know everybody got their reservations on Bud Crawford. Nonetheless, the money amount that's going to come with that fight. Forget the stardom, bro. You beating a future Hall of Famer if you win. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a guy recognized as most stamped Hall of Famer in this era. So you go out there and beat Terrence Crawford. The hell with all that stardom shit. It's not like you beat Keith Thurman and became a star. That makes no, like, they talking points just make no sense. I don't know, man. My man, he said, we asked most Americans, boost ass on Fraud Watch. No, that's a fact, Ty. That's a fact, bro. But I'm not saying like as a bad thing. It's just Boots ain't been able to get the fights, man. Nobody want to step in there with him. That's why I'm like, salute to Xander for stepping up to the plate and saying, look, I'm gonna take on this so-called monster, Jerron Ennis, man. Shout out to Coach Eddie. He said this fight's gonna be a cakewalk. I don't know, Eddie. I don't know, man. Xander got feet, way better feet, in my opinion, than Boots. And he got volume, bro. I think people are sleeping on that. Like, Xander be punching. Like, he don't punch hard. I'm not saying that. He be punching, though. He be keeping you honest. But ain't nothing fraudulent about him. Hey, man, I hope he just shows up and shows out, bro. Because you already know, Todd, they lining up. They want to see Boots lose so bad. For me, I don't care, bro. Because I look at it like, look, the 154 division to me is a competitive division. So guys are supposed to lose that we aren't. Like, we're supposed to see some upsets in this division. So I'm not looking at it like, man, if Boots lose, he a hype job. No. There's a lot of good freaking talent in this weight class, man. We need to start saying that shit. But like the Fundora not wanting to be in the mix, that's what I'm mad about. He's trying to just straight be a little kid with it, man. It's nuts, man. What he's doing right now. Why that thing is in front there? I can't even see the whole thing, man. What the flip? My man Ty Bodega, he said, Tim said, hell nah, Virgil went MIA. Fundora said she just doing what's best for the company when it comes to Bud. Oh, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what it is, bro. We know what it is as boxing fans. It's ducking language at the highest level, bro. It's ducking at the highest level. And you're right. It is what the company wants. And I think this is why Sampson has kind of distanced himself away from David Benavidez. Because I think David Benavidez is not like Fundora. Like, he's not a company guy. He's like, nah, give me the toughest fight. Where, like, with Fundora, they trying to groom him right now. That's what the PBC is doing. They grooming Fundora to stay away from the toughest fight, to milk him. And David Benavidez is the complete opposite. He's like, nah, fuck the easy fight. I'm done with that. Give me Zerto. I'm going back down after to fight Bivol and Better BF. That's his plan. If David Benavidez does those 3 fights, I'm a fan. I am a fan of David Benavidez, win or lose, if he does those 3 fights. Because that's the type of shit I ask my fighters to do. Give me the best on best. Give me the best on best. And if freaking David Benavidez does that, then bro, he getting a poster, man. We gonna be the Mexican monster fans around here, because shout out to David, man. He's one of them ones, man. Pugilism said keys to success for Boots: use agile feet, work off the pivot, behind the jab, sharp shoot in between Xander's volume, frame, and work the free hand through clinch. Absolutely hitting all the spots, I would say. Like, if Boots wants to win, he's gonna have to use his crazy counter punching ability to basically Hit every moment he can, man. Can't let the fight look like Xander's outworking him because it has optics to the judges, right? Chile de Garcia, what's going on, my brother? Buenos dias, what's going on, man? Good morning, good morning. Pugilism says Xander gonna be a 175 version of Devin Haney versus Boots. Use footwork, stay behind the jab, and clinch to disengage. Yes, I agree, and I think that's a tough style to beat. That's why I'm saying this fight gonna go the distance, and it's not gonna be easy. I think there's gonna be a lot of frustration on Boots' end, especially with the clinching and with the body. Like, man, Xander, if he's gonna clinch, he's gonna lean on Boots. Boots is not gonna be the bigger guy in this fight. I mean, maybe he will be. Maybe he's filled out to 54 completely. But I think Xander's a massive 54 pounder, like we saw in the last fight against Peru. So I think that could play a role as well, man. My man Ty Bodega said if Xander steps in that pocket, y'all finna witness Boots perform a 2005 One mixtape. Nah, he not gonna step in the pocket, bro, because your guy likes to be aggressive. So he's gonna be on the front foot, and like my man said, this will be like a Devin Haney outside performance. Like he probably gonna try to walk Boots into something. William Old School said Boots is the only one who has a chance against the new version of Fundora. All right, man. I've seen a lot of people say that. Pugilism says, I haven't seen Boots work through a clinch in his fights. Seen him out school a guy like Stanionis willing to open up and trade in the booth with him. Well, yes, because Stanionis was significantly smaller, right? Like, I think that little bit of size, I don't say size wins fight. I say size helps you in the clinches. Size helps you down the stretch, like leaning your body on a guy. A guy has to keep you up. That takes energy, bro. So that can be seen as tactics for sure, man. Shout out to Ant McQueen in the building. What's going on, champ? He said, man, I'm excited to see if Boots has refined his footwork. Okay. What do you mean by that? Because I feel like he has good footwork, decent footwork. I think a lot of people like myself think he's a bit too on the front foot, like heavy on the front foot. But look, I'm not complaining because he's an action fighter. Guys who are heavy on the front foot are usually action fighters. And the thing is about Boots, what makes him so unique is he's a slick action fighter. Usually when you got action fighters, they're not slick. I think that's another thing that separated Canelo in his prime was he was an active, like, step forward fighter, but the motherfucker could counter and take your head off. Boots gives us the same vibes as well as the speed. Canelo wasn't blinding fast. Boots is blinding fast. So, yeah, man, there's a lot of things that you see and you're just like, wow, just jumps off the page at you, man. He said, at a boxing, Boots, footwork, Haney comparison. Nah, are we really reviewing film or watching just the highlights? Nah, man, he fight. Like, you see Xander's last fight against the Boss? He was giving the Xander impression, like a bit. I would say he was using that ring. I think the thing about Xander is he got that educated ring work, man. He moving around the ring. He know exactly where he's at all times. And he gets to the spots to where he feels comfortable. And then when he want to push forward, he gets ready, man. You see when he gets around the corners and then pushes forward, he moves guys off their position, and I think that's something he can do with Boots. But like my man Pugilism said, the pivots, if Boots could see that coming when Xander starts to move on in and he starts to pivot out and counter, Xander's gonna have to show us what Devin did. When Loma would pivot, Devin would pivot with him. If Xander could show us that type of footwork that he can possess, the pivot with the pivot, knowing and seeing, then shit, man, this gonna be a great fight. This might end up being a draw because that'll show me that Xander has the athleticism to match Boots, and I just don't think so. But we'll see, man. We'll see in June, man. That's gonna be a great fight. But 154 is definitely heated, man. 154 is my favorite division, and I think much like us, we all saw this weekend Fundora, or past weekend Fundora put a beating on Keith Thurman. But I want to see Fundora outside fighting with the real guys of 54, the the Jerome Boots Ennis's, Xander's, Josh Kelly even. We want to see him fight with those guys, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. I really appreciate y'all. I just want to say thank you for the support again, man. We almost at the goal right now. We need 10 $2 super chats. We had 8 right now. Let's hit the goal, man. Let's hit the goals. We talking about the 154-pound division. We got 14 people in the chat. Salute to y'all, man, for getting up early with me, getting on the live with me, whether you at work or just got home from work. If you like me, I work nights sometimes. Salute to y'all, man. I really appreciate the support. But remember, I said some people may have missed it because they just came in, but I'm going live again tomorrow night. I got Caroline Vieira, the current WBC super featherweight women's champion, coming on to talk with me. She had a spicy little video. You know when Alicia Bumgarner did Boxing 101? My girl Caroline did a clap back to that, saying, she's not undisputed because she got the WBC belt. So I thought that was cool, but we're going to talk to Caroline, man. She's had a good career. She's been a long-time Canadian Olympian on the team. And, man, I really appreciate her for coming out and talking with me. And it's going to be a good talk we're going to have. We're going to talk about a lot about Canadian boxing, what's going forward with that, and also about her career with being with Salida Promotions, and who they're looking to fight next, because 126 is a good division in women's boxing. It is a good division. But to salute to everybody, if you want to come up here, talk some boxing with me, I'm going to drop that link in the chat again. Basically, you got to have a camera, though, unfortunately. I know there's some guys that be like hating the cam. Nah, bro, not after what happened to Greg Hackett. Nah, you got to have a camera, unfortunately, bro. I can't have them weirdos coming up here doing the weird stuff. So at least with that link, I can see who's in the back, bro. And then I can bring you up if need be. But I see we got a couple more people in here. My dog, man, Attorney Bailey, what's going on, man? He said Boots and Xander have different styles. Boots fights old school on his toes, like Holyfield, great balance. Xander lateral movement. Boots skill set higher. Yeah, man. There's a lot of intangibles between these guys. I think styles make fights. And I think this is a style up matchup that can make a great fight. Shout out to my dog, Claymore Rain, in the building. What up, dog? Hey, man. Make sure y'all go check out Claymore. He got a great channel. Just check it out on YouTube right there. Claymore Rain, ATP, Combat Media, him, Reyes, Ray. They usually have a great panel over there. If you try to learn some Zuffa, you go over there, bro. Because those guys got all the facts on Zuffa, man. And Claymore is a good guy, man. Great guy. Allowed me to go on his panel multiple times. He comes up on my panel sometimes. Just a great boxing mind, great boxing head. And if you want to watch his live chats for the fights, he does a great job of that too, man. Play by play. Oh, matter of fact, Clay tapping in with me, man. What up, Claymore Rain? What's going on, man? Speak of the devil. Oh, shoot. Your mic. You muted, might be muted. Okay. Say you're going to come back on. You're going to come back in. Shout out to Claymore Rain, man. He said, facts, got to protect the brand. Yeah, bro. Yo, what up, man? Top Bodega. No. He said, I'm not saying he's incapable. Xander has definitely shown he's a competent boxer with a solid fundamental. Yeah, against the guys, he's more mobile and athletic than, but it's something I'm interested to see. Yeah, I agree, bro. I would say, look, I would say he's not as polished as Devin Haney, with the footwork, the lateral movement and all that. But like pugilism said, it's Haney-like, right? It's the closest thing I can compare it to as well, like Devin Haney. But I think for sure, man, Boots Ennis, terrific fighter, bro. I just want to see him break out. But hey, if Xander beats him, we got to start looking at Xander like the face of boxing. Like, that's just the fact of the matter. And I say that to say Xander got the Puerto Ricans. So I think Oh shoot, and McQueen. You think Xander's feet are more educated than Boots or Haney? Because I think Xander has better feet than Boots. I'll say that off the rip. And like I don't mean like it's no disrespect to Boots. I think that Xander just the motherfucker uses the ring so good, man. Especially in the boss fight. It was like the bull and the matador. Like he was just agile in there, bro. So I was psyched about that. Oh man, what's good? What's good? Claymore Rain in the building. What up, champ?
My check.
Yes, sir. We got you, man. We got you.
Yeah, man. What's good with you, man? I
Ah,
saw you on the show, man. I'm not very much an early morning person as of late. I've been working a crazy schedule at my job myself, but
yeah,
I was like, let me pop up. See you talking
yeah,
about that one before.
yeah, man. Just talking about 54. Sebastian Fundora. Unfortunately, he's a businessman now. PBC. It sounds like Samson speaking for him. That's how I know he's a businessman.
Yep.
It's unfortunate, but the rest of the guys, I think they're gonna mix it up. I think unfortunately, we want to see Fundora in these fights. I don't think we will, but hey, at least the others are willing to mix it up.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I think fighters generally at some point in their careers hit a crossroad to where they start to put priority over what's important to them. When I look at Fundora, Sebastian specifically, I see somebody who's focused on other things outside of boxing. To me, it seems like boxing is a means to something else for him. I know he has a master degrees in something engineering or something from
Oh, okay.
something like that, right? There was some
Yeah.
rumors about him going to Harvard, being accepted, like heading to getting a master's degree, and you know, I think he just gets to a place to where what am I here for? And I feel like he's focusing his energy more on that ranch, more on his outside activities, and boxing is a means to an end, a financial means to an end. So look, he's not here for the legacy. He's not here for the challenge. He's here for he wants to monetize at this point. He's allowed Samson Leakowitz and handlers at the PBC or TGB, whoever's advising him to convince him that that's what the priority should be at. So yeah, he's removed himself out of the conversation in a different way. So, but that being said, though, how comfortable are you with the idea that Sebastian Fundora is the best 154 pounder in the division? Is he? I have a hard time dealing with that.
No, he's not, man. I mean, he beat a shot Keith Thurman. Like, that's no slouch to Keith Thurman. He just hasn't been active, man. That's his issue. He shot himself in the foot, man, when he went off the Tim Zoo fight. I know he got injured, so that's something he can't control. And then he comes back against Brock Jarvis, and then Fundora. It's like that's a big jump, man. In competition, you got to kind of come in and at least face some resistance before you get to a guy like Fundora. But I think Virgil still gives him troubles. Fundora. I think Boots gives him troubles. I think even Xander too. Xander's got the footwork probably better than Keith at this point in his career. So I think he can give him some trouble. But I think like you said, man, they just staying over there at PBC, so it looks really good right now. But
Yeah,
the other guys,
yeah,
they could fight him. They could definitely fight with him.
yeah. I think one thing I think I'll always hold over Sebastian Fundora's head, that I just won't ever shake. I don't know how he could make it right unless he steps into it, is vacating that WBO title, right?
Yeah.
Like that was in a boxing fans in a traditional sense an unforgivable act.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, brother, you can't sell me on that being anything but a duck.
Right.
Don't tell me. And then to compound it, to have Xander saying that you were asking for a rehydration clause, diabolical, bro. You know what I'm saying? 23-year-old little old Xander Zayas, little wet behind the ears. Xander needs a rehydration clause and fights for a 6'6" towering inferno
Right.
act. I'll
Yeah.
pass on you, Sebastian. I'll pass.
That's even worse because like Xander was, like we said, still very green, never really had a massive fight by then. We didn't know if he could beat Sebastian. A lot of us were saying, is he biting off more than he could chew? And he does that, wants a rehydration clause. And then he even says, yeah, I would have fought Crawford. And it's like, man, you didn't even want to get in there with Xander. Why would you fight Terrence Crawford? Like,
Yeah. It's terrible, right? It's terrible. And the thing about it with Sebastian Ryan is we have video of him talking about how much he wanted to unify, how much he wanted to be undisputed, how much he didn't. So we know something changed. This isn't
Yeah,
you. This is you changed. Now, what motivated you to do that, is up for speculation. We're not in your camp, but we have a timeline with you, brother. We have a
exactly.
timeline documented with you. So yeah, man, unforgivable. Hard to take you seriously. I just see you being a company man. More PBC across the street politics. That it's showing up again. I thought they would have learned with just the journey they've been on since they moved on from Showtime. I thought they were willing to participate a little bit more. Watching David Benavidez go out to Riyadh season, watching David Benavidez do this cross promotion with Zerto Ramirez,
Right.
watching Gary Antoine Russell on the undercard of a ring. I thought we were past this across the street politics, but here it is again, man. And Sebastian Fundora seems to be the mascot for PBC's
Yeah.
across the street politics campaign.
Yeah, and they gotta learn, man, because I don't know. I don't know when Tank Davis is getting back in the ring, but David Benavidez has spoken and said when his deal is done, he's basically done with Samson. He's gonna be independent. So that just tells me him and Turkey probably gonna work closer together. He's gonna be probably a ring guy. And it's probably because they came to him with that conversation. Obviously, they did because I remember after the David Morrell fight, Benavidez was like, "I'm a Vegas fighter. I'm a PBC fighter," and I think that was all thrown to him as a script. And then he probably looked back and thought about him like, "Damn, bro, like look how I look right now compared to the other guys. Like, what? Like I'm the Mexican monster. Nah. Let me revoke that. I'm going to Saudi. I'm going to go fight
Yeah, yeah,
Anthony Yard.
they're gonna have to catch up. That's it. They're gonna
Yeah.
have to catch up. Al, respectfully, Samson, respectfully, it's either you getting on this train and you heading where I'm going, or this might be where I have to get off because I got my legacy to consider. And
Right.
contrary to what people might want to believe one way or another, some fighters have pride about their damn career and their
Exactly.
legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, I think Fundora's probably like looking at it like boxing after life. I have a life. And like Dave is like, I've been wanting to do this my whole life. So I'm doing this my way. Y'all not gonna tell me how to do my career. Like, I'm gonna do this. I wanted to be this guy. So like him going up in weight and then saying he's coming down, that's music to my ears because he just wants the best fights. And even if he
Yeah,
can't get Bivol, I think he would fight Jay Apatow, man.
yeah. He's definitely he's definitely jumped into the driver's seat. And I think no matter what, it's kind of like Frank Sinatra, he's gonna do it his way. And
Yeah.
that's what we want to see as boxing fans. I mean, if you watch me on my show, you hear me campaigning for him to fight Jai. That's the fight I want to see him in. But in no means am I ever going to get it twisted that David Benavidez is the driver, you know what I'm saying, in his
Yeah.
own career. And I know he's willing to challenge himself and fight the best fights out there. I know he's not ducking any smoke, but one thing he's not doing anymore is it seems like he's not chasing anymore. Not chasing, because he's still chasing a little bit, because he's chasing Bibble. I'm just want to
Yeah.
be clear.
Yeah, he is. Yep.
He's chasing Bibble, but he's not waiting. More important,
Yes.
right? No more waiting for these fights to happen. We're gonna be active. We're gonna build the brand. We're gonna get the victories. We're gonna get the accolades, the legacy, the belts, the lineal titles, the biggest fights out there possible. And we're not gonna wait anymore. And we want all the fighters to move that way. And that's why we got to celebrate Xander, right? Xander, no matter what happens in this Boots fight, which is a crazy fight for him. We got to be
Yeah.
honest, man.
He signed up for it. Shout out to him.
We got to respect him, though. No matter what, we got to respect him. He didn't sign up, bro. He put the paperwork out.
I
He
know,
called
man.
on me.
He applied that pressure. He
He
did,
summoned.
man.
He summoned my guy, bro. He said your presence is requested, brother. You have an
Yep.
appointment. Bring your ass over here, boy. And I was like, damn, all right. Well,
That's
damn,
what I want to
Zayas.
see, man. Shout out to him.
Yo,
But
that's
what do you
crazy.
also think of like Sebastian saying that he's gonna work only with the WBC? I thought that was a bit odd because like the WBC been on this, they've just been hurting themselves lately, man. I feel like they taking a back seat to the sanctioning bodies. I know it's been the green belt's always been this great belt, but I look at the IBF and the BO. At least they stand by their rules. They stand on their heels, what they say, and they do what they say they're gonna do. But the BC lately, they've been messing up, man.
The WBC is is literally jewelry literally, because they're giving out iced out chains now. So they're literally jewelry at this point. And sad. Shout out to Mauricio Suleiman's father, who I believe had a better vision than his son.
Yeah.
And Mauricio's moving like somebody who's been sheltered from reality.
Right.
And he's moving like a child. He thinks this is some kind of game, some popularity contest. He's removed all integrity from that sanctioning body. We know that what will move them. We know what moves the needle with them. It's money. And that WBC belt will always find itself around the waist of some sort of cash cow, of some sort of money. It will always find its way there. He will make sure of it. Clearly, we're watching William Zepeda come off of a loss for a WBC belt, roll right back into another opportunity to get the belt. We've seen Ryan Garcia be banned from the sanctioning body rules, lose to Rolly Romero, and roll right into a WBC championship belt. We're watching in real time, and I don't think the thing that's sad about it is, Ryan, I don't think Mauricio recognized it. I really believe he feels. I don't think he's here. I don't think he sees the trees through the forest, right? I don't think he sees it.
That's terrible, man. I mean, WBC, like, they were, like I said, one of the better sanctioning bodies, and now it's a complete joke. Like you said, man, they got William Zepeda fighting against potentially Lamont Roach, and they got a whole interim champion there in there, like the Cuban guy. So it's like, why? What are your interim belts for? Like, that's what they're supposed to be for. When we have situations where guys lose belts or vacate, the next guy up. That's what that interim is for. But like he said something crazy, like, "Oh, they like being interns." I'm like, no, like, who want to be an intern, bro?
But there it is, right? There's the delusion, Ryan. Right? Do you feel what I'm trying to say? That's like a dude. That's like a dude abusing somebody and trying to convince you, like, "Yo, they love it when I abuse them. Don't let them lie to you. I know they crying and they keep saying stop hitting me, but trust me, man. I know they like it, and trust me, they like it." And it's just like, brother, no, I don't think he likes it.
Right.
I don't think she likes it at all.
Yeah, man, it's
not
nuts.
even a little bit. I don't think she likes it at all. I think you should stop hitting her or leave her or something, or I think you're gonna go to jail, bro. You gotta chill. That's just me. I think you're going to be locked up, brother. But whatever, bro. What do I know?
Yeah, man. It's crazy, like the amount of interim champions we had, and then it just keeps stacking up. That's why I'm glad this bill is passed. Because now I think that's something that's gonna happen. The interim belts are gonna be gone. And PBC, if y'all want to do intern belts at y'all own promotion, y'all could do that now.
You got the UBOs. You can get your own. You can finally do what you wanted to do. We know that you guys always kind of wanted to do the Zuffa thing. You wanted that was the game plan.
I would say Zuffa tried to take the PBC model. I feel like that's what they tried to do.
No,
it
they
just
took it.
They did take it and they reamped it. They did it. And you know what? I'm not mad at that at all, because in life that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take things, reinvent the wheel. And PBC just came out and paid everybody out the wazoo for no reason. That's why their situation didn't last long. They stole pretty much the whole Golden Boy at the time, which is funny. Yeah. But they, like you said, they just didn't manage it properly. Then they gave us terrible fights, which is a whole nother conversation. But yeah, man, I'm surprised in 2026 they're still making the same mistakes, giving us mid-level fights, and they haven't seen the light. Everybody's at the zone. Why would they not just go the zone? Like, just go where everybody else is.
$75, $80 pay-per-view. I don't know, because I definitely didn't pay for it, but that was a big black eye for the PBC this weekend. You know what I mean? Just watching Sebastian Fundora celebrate, it just looked like a spectacle, right? To see this 6'6", 80-inch arm reach, 154-pound fighter fighting a 5'8", well out of his prime, inactive Keith Thurman with a receding hairline. Yeah. And you put this fight together, Keith Thurman receives a one-sided ass whooping in front of the world. And here this spectacle of a giant is being propped up to the world as the best 154-pounder in the world, bro. everybody participating in that fucking circus show should be ashamed themselves. The announcers, the guys calling the fight, every single one of you clowns, bro. I mean, and once again, to the boxing community, bro, please, bro, don't let these guys do this to us, bro. Don't
Yeah,
sit here and try to prop this guy up and celebrate this dude who's made it public that he's no longer interested in Unified, only wants to work with the WBC, only one who works with the PBC. We've seen this before, Ryan. This ain't the first time. Come on,
hmm
bro. Fool me once, fool me twice. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
yeah. That's exactly what it is. They trying to prop him up, and it's what they do over there. Leonard Ellerby said it best. Tank's an attraction. They're making Fundora an attraction now. They're selling that big frame, the unicorn body. They're trying to sell us on that. It's like a David versus Goliath.
Shout out to Attorney Bailey, because I get it. I hear you, brother. It's
Yeah,
not that he can't be the best. It's that we won't possibly ever know, because we know we're boxing fans. To be
yep,
the man, come on, bro. It's old school, bro. That's like the golden rule in the Bible. Do unto others as you want them to do to you, right? That's
right,
old school, classic. That's no thing. We can't change that. This man can't be the man without beating the man. He can't be
exactly.
the man for beating Cordell Booker. He can't be the man for beating a shell of a man, Keith of Tim Zoo. He
Yep.
can't be the man beating Keith Thurman, somebody who's only fought 2 to 3 times in the past 6 to 7 years.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. That's not the path to being the man. We can't let it slide, family. We got to be honest. Can he do it? Oh, sure he can. He's got the reach. We see all of the dynamic. We
Right.
understand the dynamic of what we're looking at with a 6'6" guy with that kind of reach. We understand the possibilities. But a man who
Exactly.
refuses to challenge himself, who would rather vacate titles rather than show and prove in a division, take the accolades by the balls and be like, that's me. No, we
hmm
can't just give that man that accolade on the back end of watching Jerome Boots Ennis and Xander Zayas, watching what Xander's doing, not running away from the fire, but running into the fire, bro.
Right.
We can't give Sebastian Fundora that easy out. No, sir. No, he
No,
can't. He can't
no.
do it.
Especially when this is a voluntary for Xander. He's taking this fight as a voluntary, man. He didn't need to fight Boots. He could have went back to Puerto
Come on.
Rico, fought on the zone opening card for Top Rank. They could have said, this is our first card. Nah, man, they coming in with a splash on the zone, giving
Come
us
on, man.
arguably the best card this year. Or could be the best card this year. I mean, Top Rank and Matchroom, they got good fighters, man. I'm sure they can make a great card. Yeah, what do you make of that fight, man? Boots, Xander, June
Oh
27th,
man, listen.
the
I'm trying
Barclays.
to if anybody's followed me at all, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to anybody who supported whatever I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm an acquired taste. So so if you found some common, you know what I mean, some common ground to weather the storm of hearing my voice in this microphone, I've always been campaigning for this fight. I thought Xander Zayas versus Boots was the stylistic clash that was going to set it off. I respected the Virgil Ortiz fight with Jerome Boots Ennis, and I understood, you know what I mean, the whole entire thing about it. You know, the big punchers getting in ring with each other, knocking each other out. I get it, right?
Yeah.
And I was excited to see that as well, by the way. This fight right here, stylistically, just with the history of Jerome Boots Ennis and a fighter named Karen Kukudajin,
hmm
hope I said his name correctly. It seems like the it seems like his Achilles heel, if he has any, and I'm not saying he does, but if he were to have one, it seems like the boxer, the mover,
Technical.
the
Yes.
technical
Yeah.
fighter might be the guy that can give him the issues. And I don't know if there's anybody in that division more suited to potentially give him that look than Xander Zayas. And him being a unified champion makes it even sweeter, because it puts Boots in a position, if he wins this fight, to completely get that leverage on that division and completely be undeniably the man in that division. And I'll add this on and land my plane and say this, Ryan. I think we get a pound for pound fighter at the end of this fight. I think we get somebody on that pound for pound list at 154 pounds. I think it's that great of a matchup that it's worthy of crowning whoever wins this fight somewhere
Yeah.
on that list.
No, I agree, man. I agree. I think for sure whoever wins this fight, you gotta put him on the pound for pound. Shout out to both men for signing up. One, They're both young enough to where we can get a possible rematch if the first fight is good. And it's basically a proven ground for both guys. People feel like Xander's still young. People feel like Boots hasn't had the name yet. So this is like the perfect storm for both guys, man.
Right.
Honestly, shout out to Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum or Todd LaBeouf for getting it done. We heard about this fight, but you never know if the fights are actually going to get across the line, bro.
Facts.
So shout out
Facts.
to them for getting this one done.
And shout out
June,
to them for getting out of the way of the fighters because
yes.
just like I do, there's a good chance Top Rank didn't want to do this. There's a good chance Top
Yeah, I
Rank had.
agree. I agree, bro. But it seems like Xander's been taking his career more on his in his own mantle now. I know the last fight they wanted to do a Santillan, and he said, "No, give me but Baru. Like I need the belts." So they like, all right. So now I'm sure that they sat down and said, "We got these names," and Xander probably said, "Yo, I want the best guy." That's
Right.
Boots Ennis, man. Now we got a network deal with them.
He would have settled for Josh Kelly, right? Like if Josh Kelly would have taken that fight, he probably would
Yeah.
have done that one. That's an
I,
easier look. That's a unification. You know what I mean? He probably would have taken it, but Josh Kelly had some cold feet or wanted some ridiculous things. So, but he wasn't going to run away from the opportunity at doing something that he knows. If he gets this victory, he knows what that's going to do for his career.
yeah. No, bro. If he gets his victory, I think like Xander could be an overnight star, man, in the sport. Like he'll be the guy who beat the guy that everybody's saying is supposed to be the superstar. So I think for sure the Puerto Ricans will have somebody like that'll be like their next Miguel Cotto, man. Like that'll be the next guy. I know he won't have 3 belts, but that's a huge win. Like that's a legacy win. I think Jaron Ennis is gonna be a great fighter regardless. Whoever wins or lose, I think the guys are gonna have great careers between both of these guys. So the win will age well for either guy.
Yeah, 100%, one way or the other. And on the Jerron Boots Ennis side, you know what I mean? Um, yeah, man, a signature fight, 35 professional fights into his career, or 36. Shout out to Angela Reyes who pointed out the no contest. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
that was on his record, right? But still 35, 36 professional fights into his career. This guy has not been able to get a signature fight under his belt.
Yeah.
Um, this is an opportunity of a lifetime for him. Obviously, he knows more than any of us how much he's been ducked and the likeliness of him getting these big fights, how difficult it's been. Which is why he took those opportunities when he could, even though it looked crazy to people, right? When he stayed at 147 for that extra fight
Right.
and took the opportunity to become a lineal unified champion. He wanted to come to 154, but he knew the journey he was about to get on, right? It's going to be another uphill battle. Champions are going to duck me. Fighters ain't going to want to fight me. I'm going to have to play this game. I'm
Yeah.
going to at least grab this, right? This is going to be mine. I'm going to take this lineal title and I'm going to take this unification and take this with me into my next chapter. But Xander comes out of nowhere like a gift from God. And I don't want to say it in a way where I'm saying like it's so easy for him to win, but the opportunity, I mean, right? Like
Right.
a gift from God, like, God, bro, I'm going to give you the shot. What?
Yeah.
Nah, we going to do that. I'm down for that. Stop playing
Yeah.
with me. You ain't serious. Bro, no, we're going to do that. I'm trying to tell you we're doing it. I'm telling you that ass. Right, man. Matter of
Yeah,
fact, I'm going to
man.
record you signing the contract.
And
We
I
doing
hope
that.
I hope more young guys look at Xander and see what he's doing and mimic that, man. Because like we gotta reward it too. We gotta show up as fans. We gotta make sure this fight sells. Make sure we talking about it. Cause yeah, man, if Xander goes in here and loses, we throw him to the side. These guys ain't giving up their O's then. They're gonna be like, what the like that guy went in there, risked his O, and now look at the way they treating him. Why would I go do that? Like, what the hell?
Brother, I was saying that last week. I said, this is an opportunity for us as fans to show and prove too, right?
Yeah.
We can't be scumbags, bro, at the end of this fight and try to discount or dismiss the guy who loses this fight and turn it into a but you lost. No, bro. We
Right.
gotta celebrate and show the boxing space, show the promoters, show the fighters that we're here for this. And
Yeah.
we're gonna celebrate you even more after this because otherwise these fighters are gonna be just shook. They're not gonna want to risk nothing. We got to show them that we here, bro, that we here for the long run,
We're
that we want
here.
to see the
Yeah.
best fight. We understand the price.
Yep.
Somebody got to lose.
We're invested, and that's what we got to see. And I think Eddie and Top Rank, this is good, man. This is the few times they've worked together. So, I think the last time was probably Dev and Loma on a like high stakes fight. Or Dev was with Top Rank during that time. So yeah, it's been a
Yeah.
minute since I seen Matchroom Top Rank, but hey, I'm here for it, man. Salute to
Yeah.
Ty, man, with the $10 super chat. He said, "On the strength, salute, man, salute, man." Ty Bodega.
Is that
Um,
Ty?
yeah, man, that's Ty, man.
What's up, Ty? I ain't seen you in so long, bro. I see the TSO changed it up for me a little bit, but I saw
Yeah,
the Ty Bodega. What
you
do you
know
think
Ty.
about what do you think about this the zone thing with all these promotion companies under one banner now? To me, it's
Yeah,
almost like a league within itself, right? It's like
bro, I said that. I said like the zone. Honestly, shout out to Dana White. He may have like gifted the zone something. Like he may have gifted them a league, bro. Like he don't even know it yet, but the zone might be fighting against Zufa. And if they looking at it
Mike,
like that, yeah, bro, they might be fighting it against.
Mike,
Even though
brother, there's a fight
I know
going on. They,
that Turkey Al Sheik is heavily involved with the zone, so he might be
mhm.
looking at the zone like the NBA, and then Zoof was like the I don't know NCAA. Like you gonna graduate up to here, the Ring magazine. Now we got all these guys here because like if you look at the Ring, bro, he got guys on the Ring already. It looked like he's starting to build a roster, and obviously the best way to build them is from grassroots. So I think Zoof are gonna be the grassroots, and then the Ring card's obviously gonna be when they make it big. But like you said, like now we got Queensberry, they can have their own heavyweight division already. They said they can have a heavyweight league for Moses Atama to run through. They got enough guys over there. Matchroom's got guys that's super welterweight. Top Rank got freaking pretty much the 35 pounders. They got Raymond and Mason right now, and they got a few other guys. So I mean, Ray Ford's in the mix now. Shockey Foster. I think they could get done, bro. They can make a little league over there and
I'm
do a
hearing it.
Super Six
I'm hearing
style.
they're putting them together, right? Like they might be Raymond Ford and Shaq. Might be on that undercard for Boots and
And
Xander,
Xander? Oh
right?
shit, that'd be a good
I'm hearing
fight.
that's a possibility, and I'm hearing obviously Shushu's going to be on there on the undercard. He's defending
Yeah.
his title. I'm
Yeah, I want
hearing
to
as
see
well.
Shushu on there.
So listen, man. Dana motivated some people to get it together, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
The zone definitely, and I knew there was an issue. I knew the zone stepped up because Dana said, "I'm not competing with these promoters," right? And he's right. I agree with him. When they were trying to compete, and Oscar with his little clapbacks and Eddie Hearn, getting the little move he did with at Tom Aspinall, right?
Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I see you guys trying, but it was more like you were throwing pebbles at somebody in a steel suit. It was like, pink. It was like, hey, bro, I see the intent, but for me, it was like, that's not it, bro. But I get it, right? The real fight is Dana and the zone. The real horns that are getting ready to lock is Dana White, or let's just remove Dana and say Zuffa Boxing versus the Zone, the home of global boxing and the home of the traditional four belt era space of boxing.
Yeah.
And this is where the fight's going to be. This is where the fight's going to be at. So I knew it was going to be an issue with the Zone when the Zone put their foot down with Oscar. When Oscar made the stupid clap back and said, hey, Errol Spence and Virgil, Dallas Cowboy Stadium. Remember? And I was like, and the Zone was like, they put out the response and go, yeah, nah, bro. We're not doing
Yeah.
that. That's when I realized right then, I'm like, the Zone ain't letting it slide no more, bro. They want the biggest and the best, most competitive fights, bro, or you can get the hell up out of here. Now, that being said, though, Ryan, I want you to give me your opinion on this. What deal did Oscar De La Hoya make with the Zone for them to convince the Zone to extend that deal? Like, what agreement and understanding must Oscar have made with the Zone? Do
Yeah,
you
I think
think,
they got to
right?
sign off on fights. So it's probably like you said, like they probably looked at that Spence and said, "Yo, we not taking any more of these anymore." like
Yo,
we not
do you
signing
think
off
that
on these.
do you think that because I remember Oscar De La Hoya did a little interview with the guy from Inside Boxing. I can't remember his name, but you know what I'm talking about.
Dan
Not Chris Albury, the other guy,
yeah.
Dan Kenobi or whatever his name is,
Pinocchio,
right?
yes.
And he told him Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, no. He says no. He says not on my watch. You
Yeah.
bold motherfucker. Anyway, so after that Virgil Ortiz situation with Jerron Boots Ennis, you would have thought you would at least bit your tongue and not communicated how completely toxic you are to the boxing space, right? You think you would hide it a little bit better than that. But he, once again, these delusional guys who are getting their abs done and laser surgery, getting their faces stretched out, sitting at $12 million mansions, who think everything is going great, while a bunch of 95% of their fighters are barely making it, working part-time and boxing full-time, quote unquote, just delusional. But then a week or two later, he gets confronted with the same question. What is he saying? No, that's the fight to make. I think it's a great fight. We can make
Yeah.
that fight happen. Something changed.
I think the promoters are just spokesmen for the networks, man. And I think the zone's telling them, like, look, man, Oscar, we not having these one-sided fights with Virgil no more. Virgil's not worth 10 or whatever he was asking for. Like, look at Boots Ennis over here. He about to fight Xander. I could bet you they're both not making 10. But they fighting. They fighting. They about to lock up. Money's not an issue. So I don't know, man. And I think Zerto is gonna be in some, he's in the Benavidez fight already. So I think that's something the zone said. This is what we want. Benavidez, Zerto, this is what we want from you, Oscar. So Ryan Garcia, I heard he's gonna fight Teo. I'm hearing about that. I think that's a good little matchup. It'll make the zone money. But I think like this Virgil against like Thomas Delorme, that shit's done, bro. That shit's dead. Like they're not gonna X those fights anymore. And I think Oscar's got to either get down or you got no network deal.
What's Bernard Hopkins?
I mean, Bernard I don't know what Bernard be doing over there. He's there, but like I never see him. The last time I
see
saw
him at
him
all anymore. At least every now and then he give you some like ridiculous interview where he would say, Bernard, man, he loved the camera.
right.
And I don't see him anywhere. As a matter of fact, last time I think I saw Bernard Hopkins was at the Ring Magazine Awards. I think that's when I saw him do like a showing, like he showed face there. Yeah, man, Oscar De La Hoya, you just can't tell with him. A very artificially flavored character of a person. You just can't take his words seriously. You don't, he's really into himself right now. Somebody gassed him up on that Clapback Thursday, bro. He thinks he is. He thinks he's it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got him gassed. I don't know if he understands that people may be laughing at you more than with you at times.
Yeah.
It is what it is, right? But he's back with his own. So, and I know it's not about faith in Oscar, but I'm having faith in the zone. I'm seeing where they're moving with it, and I'm supporting that, right? Like I'm loving that. Like, yeah, push for these fights to be made because this is a new world, man. These networks are out of the no money in boxing game. They're into the get money in boxing game. That's why they're all, riding along with Dana White. Sky Sports has dumped him to bed with Dana. Paramount just is have they made the purchase yet? I don't know if it's fully done yet, the Warner Brothers situation. But if they do get that, bro, if they buy Warner Brothers, bro, when we're talking about eyes on boxing, get ready. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's already there. I mean, we got Netflix, man. Shout out to
Netflix.
Shout out to Jake Paul, man. He brought Netflix to boxing.
Hey, Jake Paul's a sleeper, bro.
Jake Paul is a sleeper.
Hey, Dana, you've been talking to Eddie. You need to watch what Jake Paul doing over there, bro, because he's right on your heels, bro.
I was gonna say Jake Paul trying to dip in MMA now, like.
Jake, the MMA card ain't light, baby. That ain't a light card, bro. Jake is talking shit right now. He got Sky Sports. He just signed that Sky Sports deal.
Yep.
Listen, bro, Dana, you might be focused on the wrong dude, bro. It might be a whole smoke screen. You over here talking about Eddie and Oscar. You're right. They're not really that big of a deal, except Eddie. I think Eddie's a legitimate competitor. But
yeah,
Jake,
no, I think Jake can already do the league too. He got all the women. He can do the women's league today.
He done cornered himself a little spot. He done got a little corner, bro.
Yeah, he can do that already today. That's also done as well too. Like they built that stable. They got all the women literally, so they can go ahead and do the league if they want to. But Jake Paul. I like Jake Paul because of, like you said, he brought Netflix. The man's even at DAZN too. He got the DAZN. His DAZN undercards is usually pretty good. I don't mind them. I think that's another thing with Jake Paul. He brings the people out. And man, it's like you said, the network, the zone is heavily involved, which is always good. Cause like I think Showtime, I just think they didn't have the right personnel to be involved. HBO, they saw success, and then once they saw it was going down, they jumped out. I think
Showtime
Espinoza just
Showtime thought Espinosa was going to be their bridge. They thought
yes,
Espinosa was going to do what the zone is doing, which is no to fights, yes to fights, approving these
right.
fights. And I
That's
think
what he was there
Espinosa,
for. Yep.
but what he did was he jumped into bed with Al Heyman,
I was gonna say
and
he
he became
became a company man, just like the
right.
rest of them over there. He fell in love with whatever they were saying, and it ultimately backfired. But
Yeah.
I think the zone is gonna be the home of boxing, bro. I just like the moves they're making now, and then this is their
$45 a month. Are you in? Are you
yeah, I'm
locked in?
in, bro. Especially if I'm getting Jerron Ennis and Sander, and I already got Shakur and Teal this year. That's kind of
Yeah, I'm were you in at the beginning, or did you just get in recently because
no.
of that?
I just got in recently. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
yeah.
I had to wait.
I bet on the zone. I threw the dice. I was in at the beginning, man. I'm watching enough boxing and I thought it was good, but I know that's a complaint. And I think it's a legitimate complaint. Angelo, if he was up here right now, he'd be like, bro, they're not charging the UK that. They're not charging these. Why are they taking advantage of us? You know what I mean? $45 for
You
us.
be
Why?
you be
When we
crying, man. Nah, I'm worse,
yeah,
bro, because I'm like you guys are thinking that's USD, so I'm paying like 60, 70. So I'm really thinking
yo,
about my decision in Canada here.
wow. I know it's a foul, bro. I think the zone needs to address that too. I think in the next coming years, come on, man. Um, come on, man. You guys could do better. But no, I'm locked in, man. $45 a month. I'm here for it, bro. I see it. You brought Top Rank over. I'm expecting that video archive to be popping up
Right.
on there at some point so we can
Yep.
catch up on all the old fights as well. Because Top Rank has one of the most deep video archives of fights that they own. I'm in at this point, but I know a lot of people just came in recently.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah. I did it, man. But like that's because Top Rank's there, right? And like shout out to Moses Atama. He made me a fan this weekend. Getting the job
Woo!
done.
You just became a fan?
Yeah, man. Well, I still think you trying to throw him in there with Wardley gonna get him hurt, but but I think
Nah,
I
bro.
think
He's
he's the
breaking up.
truth, man. Well, he's like 20 years old. Like he's mad young
Yeah, he's
and
21 years old. And by the way,
21. Yeah.
I disagree. He's breaking up Wardley, bro. He's breaking that guy up, bro.
I
Hey,
don't
bro, we
know,
gotta we
man.
gotta we gotta stop doing that. We did this with Deontay, right? And let me tell you what I mean by that, right? We gave Deontay's right hand privilege over everything. We
Yeah,
said you don't
yeah.
gotta run, you ain't gotta get your fundamentals together, you ain't gotta do nothing because you got that right hand. And we didn't help that man because when he got in the ring with Joseph Parker, that Kool-Aid made his stomach upset. You know what I'm saying? Because he realized, damn, I don't know how to box, bro. Fabio Wardley's decent. I like him. He's not Deontay Wilder. I think he's more skilled than Deontay Wilder, but he gets hit a lot, bro.
Yeah,
He
he
gets
does.
hit, man.
Yeah.
You ain't doing that with Moses. You're not getting hit like that with Moses and just it's not Moses may be one of the biggest punchers in the heavyweight division right now. He legitimately may be. He might be the biggest puncher in the division, bro. He is devastating people, bro. He hits hard, bro, and his acumen is so high. Fabio don't want to do that. Fabio knows not to. Not to mention these guys spar. They both with Ben Davidson. So I promise you, Moses got the cheat code, bro. He ready for Fabio. Fabio don't want to do that. They want to do that last.
Nah, I'm Fabio. I go get him now, man. I go take that boy out. He was breathing a little heavy there. So I'm like, I know pressure. Pressure look like pressure could burst pipes, and I know what Fabio do when the pressure gets hot. I'm gonna fucking this dude
And
show
in the
up.
last, but he shows up later.
Yeah, but I
What
look at
about
it too
early?
like I could bet you money Moses way more seasoned than Fabio in terms of he's had an amateur career. This motherfucker
Right,
came off white collar, man. And this
right.
just to me is just all straight hard, just grind. Like I don't think Fabio's nothing like Wilder, bro. My brother went to a few Wilder
No, I
camps.
agree. I
He
agree.
ain't nothing like Wilder when it comes to like boxing. Like this dude actually loved boxing. Wilder, he was doing it for obviously money, and then he got money, and we saw what happened. But
I'm
Wardley,
not saying he's like Wilder because that's disrespectful to Fabio. I don't mean it like on as far as a skill level. I know Fabio is a different mindset. He has
yeah, that
a whole
mental.
different mental thing about it. But I'm just saying that we can't discount. When I met Wilder, is we watch Wilder lose a lot of fights and then win. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? We
that's
watch
true.
Wilder do that for a large part of his career, round after round after round, and then boom, equalizer. There it is. And then we look past everything he did. With
Yeah,
Fabio, I
yeah,
feel like we're doing that. I think we're missing the fact that he's losing fights and he's just
yeah,
winning on the back end of them.
You
You know what
could
I mean? And
also
most
make
of the time,
you could also make a little argument that Fabio's on a better 3-fight run than any heavyweight right now. I mean, he beat Justice
facts.
Huni, who's a former Olympian,
No
beats
pushback from me.
Joseph Parker, who's a former champ. This
No
dude
pushback.
walking in there with Daniel Dubois, bro.
No, but I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. I'm telling you, this fight may be the one that he gets. I'm telling you, bro. This could be the one. I don't know,
Yeah, he
man.
could get sparked out for sure. It's the
Yeah, bro.
heavyweight division. I'm not
Daniel
mad
Dubois
at it.
mentally isn't always there, so but he has the IQ, he has that ring presence, he has the fundamentals, and he got power. So Fabio needs to not get hit as much as he gets hit, man, because you're going into a place now to where these punchers, bro, I don't know. You know what I mean? With Moses Atama, that looks great that you stopped Justice Huni in the final round. You know what I mean? A fight that you were just getting pieced up from round one all the way into that knockout, or that you got a, some people would argue a premature stoppage against with Joseph Parker. I'm
Parker,
good with the
yeah.
stoppage. I'm good with it, but there are people who would argue, right? We know that
Yep.
the fight, because they feel like, come on, bro, the man was winning the fight. But I don't know if you get that opportunity with a Moses Atama, bro. I don't know if I don't know. You know what I mean? You got to get on point. But this Daniel Dubois fight, super litmus test for him. Super litmus
Yeah.
test. I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, that's another. I don't know if that's probably gonna be a DAZN. I don't know if that's a pay-per-view, but that's another one on DAZN as well. I mean, if they gave us that one for free, I'd be shocked, bro. but if they did, that's your money's worth right there. Like to get T.O. Shakur, Xander Boots, and Wardley Dubois for free, or not free, but $45 a month. Oh
Yeah.
man, those are easily $80 pay-per-views. Those 3 fights.
Right. You got Xander Boots, and then and we don't know what they're gonna do for the year. So far, the zone has put on 3 of the biggest cards of the year, right? With 3, let me see. You got the Teofimo Shakur, like you said. You got the
Yeah.
Ryan Mario Barrios, which I don't think the
Right.
Ryan Mario Barrios itself was the fight, but the undercard was amazing.
Yes.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But the T.O. Shakur card was solid.
Yeah, it was up and down. Like shout out to Chushu. He kind of saved it
Right.
like after Keyshawn, you know. I mean, he got the stoppage, but we wanted to see it better. We wanted to see more. Everybody wanted to see more. But yeah, shout
Why can't
Keyshawn.
we? How are we not going to acknowledge what Keyshawn did in that fight? First of all, we got to give respect to Jermaine Ortiz. We got to respect him, man.
Nah, I respect Jermaine.
So, you know, Keyshawn had to take his time, bro. He had to break that dude down. He had to play the game the right way. He had to work that body campaign. He had to respect the fighter in front of him. He wasn't going to steamroll him, bro. I thought that was Keyshawn, you know, announcing himself at 140 in a real way, saying that my power, my athleticism, my IQ translates beautifully in this division. You know what I'm saying? Y'all who thought I don't know if y'all thought I was a small guy, if you thought I was just getting it because I was weight bullying at 135, that could be furthest from the truth. I'm a young, up and coming Terrence Crawford 2.0 in the making. I'm not saying he is that now, right now, but he's in the making.
Yeah.
Somebody who we got to keep our eye on, bro. He's really like that.
No, absolutely. He's got the same style. I like Keyshawn, man. I like Keyshawn Davis. I think I just wanted him to one up a lot of the other guys. That's what it was. I wanted him to one up Lomachenko and all those other guys. And I felt like stoppage could have let it go. But hey, he got the stoppage. He's the first one to stop Jermaine Ortiz. We can't take that away from him. And hopefully Keyshawn lands on this card with Boots and Xander. That'd be good. I mean, he probably doesn't want to, because I think him and Shakur should do the Shakur main, him Cole main. They do the switcheroo. I think they could do it like that and really make a buzz, instead of people always saying, why don't they fight each other? Why not just promote fights with each other?
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
yeah. Get on the same cards. Get on the same cards, and you know, everybody needs that tag team. Like David Benavidez looks like he thought it was going to be Devin, right? But it doesn't look like. I don't know. And speaking about Devin, I don't want to segue, but so this fight with him and Rolly seems like it's. Are you done on it? Are you tapped out of that? You think it's over? Or are you still hoping? How you feel about the situation thus far?
Yeah, man. You know what? I don't know who to blame, because actually I'm gonna blame the PBC, bro. They do this shit all the time. Like Devin Haney ain't no in-house fighter, so they were never gonna play nice with him. Like they were never gonna play nice with him in
Oh
the
my God,
start.
Ryan, bro. Read the
So
room, bro. Read the ring, bro. Read the ring. That's how we do it, bro. That's how we do it. Talk to him, bro.
yeah,
Because
man. So
we gotta
they
that was
strung
good,
us
bro.
along, letting us think this was gonna happen, and then now they're gonna throw it on Bill and Dev. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna say it was their
Come
fault.
on, man.
And it's like I ain't never seen Bill and Dev duck a fight. I never seen, they always try to get shit done. They got Big Turk over there who can move the needle, but you know what it is, man. They wanted that on PBC, and Dev was apparently he said the offer was good. But you know what? They don't want just that. They want this. They want that. And
They
they
wanted to
probably
make it to where they were gonna throw Rolly away, but
hmm
they wanted to get some money for it.
yeah, and
That's what it is.
they probably had like a deal, like, oh, if you win, come fight a few fights with us, Dev. And like Dev don't move like that. Like Top
Not,
Rank was
not, on-
lucky enough to
not
get him
only
like
that,
that.
I like that, by the way. That's definitely part of it. But I also think that pay model is played out. Now
Yes.
I think that's they're kind of like the Mauricio Suleiman of promotional companies where they're delusional and they're not reading the room.
hmm
Brother, your biggest fighters, Errol Spence Jr., Jamal Charlo, right? Javante Tank Davis
Yeah.
have given so much pushback to the PBC's pay model. They don't want to be active. They want to fight nobody. You can't. They want up. Canelo almost bounced on you guys when right before that Jaime Munguia situation.
Right. Yeah.
Do that. They want upfront money, bro. It's over for that pay-per-view back-end money bullshit. They're not doing it no more. They're not doing the $2-3 million up front and the back end is gonna get you where you need to be. No, it's not. We stealing out here, bro. Shout out to Two Tone. Fire Stick Boys
Word,
is
yo.
outside, bro. Ain't
They
not out here
outside,
buying
man.
these pay-per-views no more, bro. People want upfront money. And I think they tried to slide that in there with Devin. They tried to promise him money, promise him back end. And I think Bill is just too on his game. Bill's is like, we're not doing that, bro. We not doing that, family. You're gonna shoot us our money so we can bounce and move on to our next. We're not calling you 6 months later, a year later, asking you about those pay-per-view numbers, asking you about how to when that check coming through, what's going on. We're not doing that. We did that with Ryan and
hmm
Oscar De La Hoya, and that shit was a mess. It
Yes.
was a mess. We're not doing it no more, bro. We're done with
Yeah.
that back end.
Yeah, they're not getting fooled again. Yeah, and PBC, like you said, that pay structure, I don't know how guys sign up for that, man. It just makes no sense. Like in the streaming era, you should want your money up front, man. Just bet with your money up front. The internet's crazy nowadays. You can get streams anywhere. Nobody's buying pay-per-views, man. Like that shit's dead. And if people are buying it, it's because it's a great matchup, a great card, and the
They're
fans like
supporting.
it's worth
They're
my
literally
money.
supporting if they're doing it, right? Like they're
Yeah,
literally saying, I would steal it because I normally do, but I want to support this. So
right.
here's a donation of
Yeah,
$80 to you to motivate you guys to continue to give us fights like this. But they're
exactly.
done with that. They're done with
Yeah,
that, bro.
and I don't know how they haven't seen the numbers just decline and just thought, hey man, maybe we're not doing something right over here. But
Well, what they're doing is, in my opinion, Ryan, I think they're taking advantage of fighters who aren't sharp.
yes,
And they're convincing fighters and they're using fighters like Floyd Mayweather, Javante Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. They're using their biggest events that made good money on the back end as examples
right.
of a system potentially working for the fighter.
Yeah,
And the fighter not being sharp, not being like this is a different time. It's kind of like buying a stock when it's already high.
right.
You buy
Exactly.
low and you sell high, bro. But they're convincing these fighters to buy high. And then
Yeah,
the fighters end up having to sell low and they're not getting the money. And if the fighter wins, maybe they can move them on to the next chapter and say, see, we told you, trust us. But when they lose, it's bad. Rolly
right.
Romero, lucky he's gotten this far, but I don't think he's made the money he's supposed to have made in his career for the fights he's been involved with. Probably his biggest bag was Ryan Garcia in that damn turkey card in Times Square. Let's be real.
Yeah, no, I think he's got the personality. That's why he always kind of in the conversation. He says crazy things that keep the boxing X people on X Spaces and Twitter. Yeah, Rolly's for them, man. He gets them talking, so that's why they like him. But yeah, I agree with
Rolly's
you,
smart
bro.
too. Rolly's smart, but not smart, right? Like I know people who know Rolly. And they
hmm
tell me he's actually a very intelligent person. You know what I
hmm
mean? He gets looking goofy in front of the camera because he's trying to
Yeah,
like be a personality, but he's actually a very intelligent person. But he might be too smart for his own good because he's allowing Rolly reminds me of the guy who just wasn't celebrated a lot,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
now he's finding himself in a situation where the PBC is semi celebrating him, and I
Mm-hmm.
think he's giving that up for money. He's
Yeah.
saying to himself, "You can't put a price on certain things. When somebody values being celebrated and it validates them like that, they take the short money and they convince themselves that I'm being loyal, I have honor and
Right.
integrity. That's why I'm doing this." He's convincing himself that this ass whooping, this washing over, this fuck over that he's receiving is tied up with, yeah, but I'm gonna be known as a stand-up guy. Stood
Right.
by the people.
Right.
And we're looking at him like, nah, we don't look at you that way, bro. We think
Yeah, man.
we're stupid and broke, bro.
These companies don't care about you, bro.
Yeah, stop it, bro. We not drinking that Kool-Aid. Shout out to Mikey Garcia who said it, bro. Hey, bro, once I was done boxing, bro, these motherfucking companies ain't called me to ask me if my kids were eating.
Yep.
They didn't ask me if my bills were paid. They ain't give a damn. I'm good
Right.
because my family getting money. We deep in this boxing and our business acumen is high. So my money's good. But trust me, my phone has been cold. Top ranking rang this phone in years. You heard? I ain't heard about none of them dudes. So I'm good.
Top rank ain't calling you, bro. You was suing them.
Yeah, bro. I think they changed it. I don't even know, bro. I don't even know what's going on. No, nobody calling me, bro. No
Yeah,
email.
that's true, man. That's why I laugh when people say, "Well, the WBC gives this person money." I'm like, man, we don't even know who that person. We can't name 10 people the WBC give money to. Like, come on, you guys just using a talking point you heard Mauricio say in some interview that we don't even know is true. But
Right.
yeah, man, I think for sure, like, I don't know why the promoters don't offer like a 401k, like a pension to some of these fighters, like somewhere where they can just put money from a percentage from their purse, put it in a freaking account, let the shit grow. And then yeah, bro, when they're done, they got something to freaking, look on.
Fall
They got
back on,
something
yeah.
to use,
Do
man.
do you think Zuffa, that's where Zuffa is gonna bring
Yo, I would
the
hope,
the
bro.
the
I
elevation?
would
Yeah.
hope.
Do you think that's what's gonna happen? Do you
Yeah, I
think
would
that
hope so.
it's gonna be in that area, right? Like we're going to build something to where the lion's share of the boxing space can have a career. Whereas
Right.
right now, it seems like a lion's share of the space doesn't get that opportunity. Only that 3% gets the opportunity to really walk away from boxing and be like, I did something with everything I went through my whole entire life. Whatever injuries, whatever came with it, I look back and I don't regret it because generational wealth, XYZ, you know what I mean,
Right.
et cetera, right?
I would hope so. And like that's how you can stand out from the rest. But I also think like a lot of people need to think these guys ain't gonna box for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? They're not putting in 30 years like some other people do at their jobs. Boxing, you probably gonna get 10, 15, and then they're not like Sebastian Fundora, who you said got master degrees. Not everybody got masters, so not everybody got life after boxing. So these guys gonna need a period where they can, figure out what they're gonna do next. Because we don't want to hear about these dudes being on the streets or having to come back to get their head busted in. None of that stuff, man. So give them the pension, let it get released whenever they retire, and give them that money. Like I think Allen Iverson has something like that with his Reebok deal, where he hit a certain age and they released like 50 million to him or something like that. I don't know who
Hmm.
the agent was for him that got him that deal, but they were thinking well ahead, bro. But like
Right.
they need something like that at these promotional companies to, hey, you hit 45, 50, you get the payout that you've been taking percentage off your career of each purse. So now they got a lump sum of money that, they can go and take time if they want to relax and then go into a job or go buy a business. Life after boxing, right? Because like we forget about so many, like we remember the legends, but like there were so many other guys that just
Right.
in boxing now. But yo, what up, Coach Eddie? What's going on, my guy?
Coach Eddie was good, man. Well, how you doing, man? Long time no see, man. How you feeling?
Long time no see. What's good, my brother? I'm just moving around, man.
Oh yeah, I know
Still
how
in
it
the
is.
streets, man.
Yeah,
Yo,
yes,
I was
sir.
really. Can I back up real quick? Can I
Yeah,
talk on
yeah,
the Xander Jerron fight, man?
yeah. Go ahead, man. Let's talk about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So usually when fights get made, mashed up or whatever, go back and I start doing my homework. And I sat there last night. It was something on YouTube that said, "Why are people scared of Xander Zayas?" It was 2 hours and 17 minutes long,
Damn.
and I sat through this. The whole entire thing. And at the end of that, I said, this boy's getting cooked.
Ooh.
Oh man.
just for the simple fact that the kid started off when he was 17, first of all.
Yeah.
So you know he was handled with kitty gloves right off the rip.
Xander
And
started at
rightfully
17.
so.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Top Rank signed him
that
at
dude looked
17.
like a
Yeah.
oh
He's
yeah, he's
He
seasoned.
very
wasn't
young.
he boxing his whole life though?
Yeah, probably,
He had,
but I know Top Rank signed him at 17. Yeah.
yeah, I knew he got signed
Signed
at
him at
17 for
17.
sure, but yeah, I knew that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm sitting there watching this guy, man, and I'm sitting there watching this guy punch on people, clean punches, and they're not going anywhere. And then they continue to come. You know what I mean? And I seen him get hurt by one of Roy Jones' fighters. Hit him on the chin. Dude did the stanky leg, right?
Mm.
Was
My
slow.
point is that Xander has seen, not sorry, Jerron has seen Zayas in the ring. That is a typical, basic black style right there. That the way Xander fights. How many times has Jerron Ennis seen that? It's gonna be easy to get sparring for that. You can just you can walk down to any urban city and find some dudes that don't even box can fight like Xander. I mean,
What?
because we're
On a high
athletic, man.
level? Nah, man.
I never
Maybe
know that.
not on that high level, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just based off the athleticism.
Yeah,
For some
the
reason, it's like,
style. Yeah, for sure. For
yeah,
sure.
the style. That's not gonna be hard to find sparring for that. Jerron has seen that style a million times. Uh, Xander has nothing that can prepare him for what's about to happen to him as far as boots. You don't find boots Ennis. You don't find that every day at the gym. You can't walk to a gym and find a boots Ennis.
Hey,
You
I
can
know a
walk into
guy.
any gym. You can walk into a gym and find Xander Zayas all day long. A mover, he basically has a stick and move style. Stick and move. It's effective. It's good, but that's a basic stick and move throw combination style. But he has nothing, in my opinion. He has nothing for Xander. I mean, for Jerron, man, nothing at all. I think he's probably gonna want to get stopped. To be honest,
Stop.
man.
Damn. What round?
Yeah, I'm serious, man. I know it's a bold statement, but I'm sitting there. I'm trying to see what everybody else is seeing. So I'm trying to be objective, and I'm looking for it. And when you're looking for something, that means I'm actually trying to find it, and I just don't see it. Is he a good fighter? Yes, but it's
Yeah.
like he doesn't have the experience, in my opinion. I seen when he fought Perez, right, which was the way he won the championship. I
Yeah.
seen a guy who gassed out and was waiting for the bell to He
Who,
lost the
Xander?
last 3 rounds. He lost the last 3 rounds on that fight card. He lost number 10,
Yeah.
11, and 12 against Perez. Not no shade to Perez, but I'm just speaking the facts. And he was looking up at the clock, like, hey, is the fight over yet? That type of movement.
Hey,
So I'm like,
Perez.
boots.
Perez got good wins though. He beat Conwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. But if okay, people want to compare Jerron Ennis' resume to Xander's. It's no comparison.
There
Jerron
isn't.
Ennis Jerron Ennis has the same names on his resume pretty much that Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence has. And he was going out there obliterating these guys. He wasn't going the distance with them. He wasn't letting it get in around 9, 10, 11. He was smoking them. And people like, you could take Thomas Delorme against Xander Zayas. Even at the point where when Boots fought him, that's a highly competitive fight right there. Highly competitive.
I got to
Highly
push back.
competitive. Because, go ahead, brother. Give me a push. That's fine.
All right, I'm going to push back a little bit, right? Because first of all, most of what you said, I think damn near everything you said is right on point, right? But I think there's an intangible here that we're not considering. We're looking at, without a doubt, I agree with you. Lack of experience, 100%. Resume comparison, non-existent. You're right. This is a 23-year-old unified champion, man, the youngest in the sport. So there's no. I understand Boots being favored at a high level over Xander Zayas. And I think that's what makes the fight intriguing because Xander is pushing himself into this fight. But one thing I'm going to give Xander his respect for is he gets better every fight. He improves. And that's what he naturally is supposed to do at his age. He's growing. The power hasn't translated, like you said. We haven't seen that power happen. I don't know if he's not turning over the punches correctly or if it's just a man strength thing that hasn't kicked in for him yet, right? But he's never the same fighter. He's always better. So I think there's an argument there to say that on the back end of George Garcia or whatever his name was. I can't remember what his name was. Was that his name, George Garcia? The guy who he won the
Yeah,
that was a
I
fight
think
that
it
he
was
won the
yeah, Jorge
Perez.
Perez. Yeah,
Perez.
Perez. Okay. That fight made him better. He weathered a storm in that. And one thing about Xander is he goes back to the drawing board. He trains extra hard. Then he goes into a fight with Abbas Baharu, right? And he looks better in that fight. He's sitting in the pocket a little bit more, but he's still moving. He's boxing. He's getting better. Now going into a Jerron Boots Ennis fight. And look, I'm favoring Boots to win this fight, but I still believe stylistically the only Achilles heel, and I don't think Boots has any Achilles heels, but the weakest point I've ever seen Jerron Boots been in was in that Karen fight, was in the ring with the mover, was in the ring with the guy who's going to be fundamentally sound, defensively responsible, who's not going to be baited into overcommitting to anything, who's not going to let the showboating get into his head and force him into a situation that he doesn't want to be in. If he's able to slow this fight down, Boots gets hit because he likes to have a good time. But can Xander convert that into rounds under his belt? Because if this fight goes into a 12-round scenario, the question is going to be if Xander Zayas can accumulate a lion's share of those rounds. Can he win off the strength of Boots going for something that he finds out, hindsight, 10th, 11th round is not going to happen, right? If Boots goes into the 10th and 11th round and finds out, I don't think I'm stopping this kid tonight. He's not going to let me stop him. How many rounds do I have in on my belt? Are we looking at a fight that's decided in the 11th and 12th round where we're saying, amazingly enough, hey, yo, bro, this can go either way. Both guys need to win these last 2 rounds. Can that scenario show up on June 27th?
Yeah, I think
My
so.
question is, what my rebuttal to that is that Xander has a high punch out rate output, right?
Right.
But it's like against who? When you don't have anything coming back at you that's of any substance, you are more willing to let your hands go. Now, if he comes out with that high output, that's more counterpunching opportunity for Boots. And Boots will stand in the pocket, which is slipped by 2 or 3 inches. The next thing you know, you're on the ground.
Facts.
You know, he's like, where did that come from? I'm sitting there watching the fight, and I didn't even see it. You know what I mean? So the guy in front of him,
right? Like that scenario you gave me with Boots is very super possible. Some might say likely.
Yeah.
But the other one, is it that unlikely? Is it unlikely that Xander, we get to round 6 and it's 4 rounds to 2?
I don't think he can win like that.
What?
I don't think he can win like that.
You don't think he can win like that?
The reason why I say that because I think that Xander's punch output is gonna go down significantly because he's basically been in the ring with punching bags.
Yeah, but Boots gets hit by left hands, and that's like Xander's bread and basket right now.
Hey, guess what? Newsflash: all boxers get hit. I have never seen
no, that's a fact.
In the ring and not get hit.
But like when you getting hit,
he's going to get hit. He's going to get hit this fight too.
How much does Xander get hit?
Oh, he gets hit pretty good too.
Not as
he
much.
Does get hit.
Both guys get hit.
And Xander gonna be the bigger guy, man. That might be something that we never seen.
I think this fight is way more interesting than people think. I think as the buildup goes down, you know what I mean, and we start to see the press conferences and we do our tape study, which we should all do. We're watching these fights. I think we're going to be coming to the table with a lot more intangibles than people are acknowledging. I think this is just going to be some intangibles that people ain't talking about, Ryan, right? Like there's some things that people are going to be like, hold on, I didn't know Xander got a little, you got this thing. You know what I'm saying? Boots going to have to, wait, Boots better not do that with Xander. Wait, hold on a second. Boots got this thing he can do.
Nah, it's going to be a good-ass fight, man. I'm excited for it.
I know that straight. He says, I know he going to get hit. He like to get hit with straight punches. He says, I know that. He gets hit with straight punches. And he said in some hooks too. He's realizing, like, I don't know if I'm gonna knock this guy out, but you be shocked. Like, I remember when I was in boot camp, I was in the military, and the division commander said, you know, I know you guys heard that we're not allowed to kill you, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, we're not allowed to kill you. So I guess that's something you could find some solace in. But But he said you be surprised at what you can live through, motherfucker.
He go
Fuck
damn
with
near kill
Yeah,
you though.
Clay, everything you just said too, but I want you guys to go watch that Why Be Scared of Xander Zayas. It's there.
Yeah.
And I seen this guy, he's eating left hooks too. He's eating straight
Mhm.
right hand. He pulls straight back. He pulls straight back and get hit with shots. So it's
Mhm.
going to be there, man. And like I say, Boots is the type of guy. It's that Philly. It's the Philly thing for me. It's that mentality. I know we got the Puerto Rican
That
thing,
grit.
but it's that
Yeah.
Philly fighter thing, that Philly Jim Ward type of attitude. And I don't think Xander's going to be able to survive it, man.
Mm.
You know, I cannot see Xander. I mean, Jerome would not be able to go back home and walk the streets of Philadelphia if he loses to this kid, man. And I'm just keeping it a beam, man. You know how, bro, you don't want to go through that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey
He's
man,
going to do
it's
something to
boxing,
youngin,
bro.
man.
Don't break it, make it, man. What don't break you, make it. And you're probably right, coach. You know what I'm saying? Because Boots is like that. That's just the reality of it, right? But the intrigue is, for me, I think we got a great fight that people are sleeping on because they think Xander is not built like that. And I think there's a good chance you could see this fight. We get into that 10th, 11th round. I think we could meet right back here on Ryan from the 6 and be like, hey, yo, bro, I ain't know Xander was built like that, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
he might
bro,
show some
hey,
dog, man.
But you know what? Hey,
man.
here's a possibility too, Clay. Clay, here's a possibility too. We could be like, dang, he smoked Xander in 3 rounds.
Yeah, exactly.
That
You're
is
right.
a real possibility.
You're right.
Facts. So
If he does that, then I'm like, fuck, man, he might have to skip up
Hey,
to
look,
60.
I'll give you a perfect scenario. Jamel Charlo versus Erickson Lubin. Just that one mistake.
Lubin wasn't no champ though.
It doesn't matter. Those belts fell in Xander's lap. Let's keep it 100, bro. He was in the right place at the right time.
Lubin was
Xander fucked
He was in
partying.
the right place at the right time.
Lubin was partying. I don't see that with Xander. Nah, it ain't the same.
Listen, man. We can't give Boots the flowers and the accolades he's going to deserve at the end of this fight and dismiss Xander Zayas as a unified champion and what he's done and also the initiative, you know what I mean, that he's taking on making this fight happen, bro. We got to give Xander his flowers, bro, because if we don't, then you know we're in for another Boots ain't fought nobody campaign.
Yeah, we can't do that. Yeah.
Champion. We got to give him his flowers, bro. Xander got to get his flowers in this or it ain't going to work. It just ain't going to work.
But unfortunately, that is the state of boxing that we're in today. Right now, we don't have champions. We have guys who inherited belts. Champions, in my opinion, are guys like Triple G, who had several title defenses, Bernard Hopkins, who had several title defenses. The facts are that these guys are fighting so far out of the weight class, they can't even stay there long enough to even defend those belts.
Yeah.
Xander's walking around 190 pounds right now. How long is he going to be at 154?
I don't know, but I'm here for it when he's signing up for these fights. I'm here for it, man.
But that's another question, too. That's another intangible we got to talk about, man, because his head was big and round in his last interview. That boy looking like he eating steaks and he living good. Is the weight cut going to play a difference in this fight? Did Xander stay at 154 one fight too long? Did he say, was this the fight that is going to, did he stay here a little too long? Because Boots almost didn't make it too, right? Boots made it, but Boots was looking crazy on them scales right towards the end of his 147 campaign.
He was,
so
man.
Is Xander in the same
is it okay if I go off camera for a minute, guys?
Yeah. You straight.
Okay. I ain't no weirdo, man.
Don't come back with no dildo or nothing crazy, coach. You know what I'm saying? Don't come back with
no wow. I ain't gonna do that, bro.
I don't even know if I could take you off. Oh, man. Thought I could take you off the camera there, but
you should be able to just. Oh, he can't do it because I can't do it. Yeah, I'm looking. I don't think I can get off the camera. I don't think I can do it. I don't see it. I don't see it.
My bad, Coach Eddie. I don't think I could do it, man.
Yeah, I don't think there's an option here on this one. What are you using, by the way? What is this platform?
It's the one Ness used. It's called Ecamm.
Oh, right. I've been wanting to switch over. What you think about it? Like, I was thinking about switching over because I always look at Ness like he got the best shit. So I'm like, bro, is this official? Or?
It's official. The thing I like about it, it's on a Mac though. You can only get it on the Mac. So
yeah, I got a Mac. I got a Mac.
All right, you straight then. I had to go buy a Mac actually to get it. But
so you actually bought a Mac to do this?
Well, I have a Mac, but my other Mac is old. So I just said to my wife, "You want this? I'm gonna get a new Mac." And she's like, "Why don't you buy me?" I'm like, Give me my
Yeah,
old one.
yeah, damn it,
So I
man. Why can't
I
you take
bought
what I'm
this one.
giving you, woman?
Yeah. So I bought a new one. I'm like, yeah, man, this is way. It takes a bit to get adjusted to, just like anything else. But
Mhm.
yeah, once you get it rolling, bro, yeah, it's nice, man.
It makes more sense in StreamYard because you are a StreamYard
Yep.
dude at first, right?
I was with. Yeah, it's cheaper, and I think it's better quality. I think it's better
It's cheaper
quality.
too. It's cheaper.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
yeah, it's
getting on it.
cheaper
I'm
than
getting on it.
StreamYard. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
getting on it.
StreamYard is obviously user friendly, but I think Ecamm, like, you get a couple weeks in, bro, you'll get used to it, just
Yeah,
like
I'm
anything
rocking. I'm
else.
gonna try it because I got a brand new Mac too. I know my Mac is like a year and a half old, a year old.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah,
year.
you'll be straight, man. I think they got a free trial too for like a month or something like that. You try it for a month and then yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it, bro. It's good, man. Shout out to
It,
It's
gives,
Me
it gives
Rock
you an
E with the $5 super chat. He said Coach Boots doesn't have that Mexican pressure. So where would he deplete his gas tank? His tank looking good against Barras
option.
or whatever his last name is. Oh yeah, Barras Baru. Yeah. No,
He's
no,
right though.
Xander
Boots don't
did
put
have a
the
tank.
pressure. Boots don't put the pressure like that. He ain't walking down applying the pressure like that. He's standing waiting. He's a counterpuncher at heart, bro.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah,
You know what I
he is,
mean?
man.
So and Xander says he's going to bring Boots into the deep waters. He's going to apply the
Yeah.
pressure. He's going to force Boots into a place he ain't never been. Man, I'm intrigued, bro.
Yeah, I
I'm not
like
gonna
that
lie.
interview. Shout out to Xander, man. He just doing and saying all the right things right now. Shout out to Bruce Gas in the building. But I actually want to see some more Jerron Ennis, man. I want to see him start to get in front of the camera now and tell us what he gonna do to Xander. And
I know Jerron and Jamil were YSM. I know that's the tag team. I know that's what it's all about. But
yeah,
Jamil, I need to reach out to him as well and just be like, you need to put the pressure on Boots, bro. We need to see more. If he's
yeah,
not going to give the interviews at the fight hubs and the inside the rings, and he's not going to, that's cool. But Jamil, you need to be in there. We need to hear him. I
right.
think at least once a week, minimum once a
Yeah,
week. Boots with 10 minutes minimum interview, talking, building this up, come on, ask the hard questions. I want to know what he's up to. I want to know what he's feeling like. I want him to answer the question about the boxers. And no more. Don't give me wait till fight night. You're gonna see. Yo, you're killing me.
yeah,
You're killing me, bro. I'm saying, talk to me, Boots.
yeah,
Talk
man.
to me, man.
Cause Xander out here talking that, he talking that hot stuff. He's saying what we want to hear, man. He's saying he's gonna bring the fight, and Xander's showing everything right now, bro. Like, we can't be mad at him.
Is
He's
he? Is he?
signing up for the fights, he's talking.
Do you believe him?
Do I believe
Like, when
Xander?
do you believe when you heard that interview? Did you believe him, or were you like he's selling a fight? How did you feel? Because he was
Nah,
talking some shit.
I'm like, he's selling the fight. I know what this is. I seen this in boxing before,
You
but
don't believe him?
but I know he gonna fight though. He gonna fight.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking that Xander gonna come out here and do a Jamel Charlo. That's not what's gonna happen here. I think he's actually gonna go for the win. But I just don't think he's gonna come out here and, beat down
He's
on
selling
Jerron Ennis. Like, that's not gonna happen.
Like, you don't believe him. You don't believe him. You don't think he's feeling that way. You don't think. Is it? I wonder if Xander starts to earn the respect that Terrence Crawford earned from me, right? Like, when Terrence Crawford talks, I believe him, right? I tell everybody, if Terrence Crawford came out today and says, I'm fighting David Benavidez, I'm gonna be like, what the hell? But you know what, Ryan? If he say he gonna win, I'm gonna believe him. Now,
He's that guy. Yeah. Yeah.
right? David probably gonna win. I don't know, but just something about Terrence Crawford being a man of his word, standing on business. I'm gonna believe him, and I'm gonna be rooting for Terrence. I wonder if Xander can get that kind of respect from us, to
Yeah.
where he does something in this fight. If he beats Jerron Boots Ennis, do we believe him from now on? Do we say, I don't know how he gonna win, but he just gonna find a way to, because that's what he does? Is he a winner?
If he beats Boots, then man, yeah. He gonna shut me up, one, because I'm gonna be like, man, I don't know if he could do it, but I think two, yeah, he's gonna have a lot more believers the next day for sure. A lot more, a lot more believers.
No doubt. Yo, Ty says if he brings a fight, it would be a major miscalculation. He finna be on that Summer Jam screen, bro. Oh, man, bro. No, not Xander. Not
Yeah,
Xander.
man. I don't know,
Yeah,
man. It's gonna be, like I said, these fights are good for boxing. You got both sides now. You got Puerto Ricans, they got their guy. You know, Philly, they're gonna come down to the Barclays again. You know, Danny Garcia made that his home when he was fighting. So Philly gonna be in the house for sure. So it's gonna be I think they might do better than Tio and Shakur at the gate, man. I think it's gonna be exciting. I think
I
people
can
are
see that.
it's new blood, so like, people are gonna be excited about it. And
Yeah,
these
and I
guys are
think
gonna
Tio
see the
Tio had an
atmosphere.
artificially flavored fan base, right? Like I don't really
Yes.
believe he had those kind of fans like people wanted him to have. I think
Right.
Jerron really got those kind of fans, and I think Xander really got those kind of fans. I think you're right.
Exactly, yeah. So I think the vibes inside of the Barclays Center is gonna be crazy. It's probably gonna be more Puerto Rican heavy because it's New York City. But
Yeah,
hey,
but Philly coming.
that's good for
Philly
Xander.
coming. Philly showing up though.
Yeah,
I'm
Philly gonna
telling you.
show up, man. And
They 2 hours away, bro. 2.5 hours, something like that away, bro. They showing up, bro. They pulling up.
yep, it's gonna be
Watch out for
awesome,
the
man.
melees. Watch out for the melees in the crowd too, because Philly like to fight, bro. Them boys like to fight, bro. Philly,
Yo, I don't
Philly,
know what it is, man. When people go to boxing events, it's like they
yeah.
feel like they need to fight. I'm like, bro, y'all need to stop drinking if you get
Hey,
to that point. You feel like you need to
Philly
hit
like to fight,
somebody,
bro.
cut it
Philly
off,
like
bro.
to fight, bro. They like to fight. Them dudes all think they boxing, bro. They like to fight, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro. It ain't about gunplay because that's always there, but that's not what it's about, man. When it comes to this boxing, Philly don't mind rumbling, bro. They ask Greg Hackett. You know what I mean? He don't
Yeah.
mind. He'll step into a bathroom with you real quick, stepping outside, out back real quick. He down for a quick little rumble. I don't know. I know Puerto Rican fans like to talk crazy, but I don't know if they with the rumbling. We'll see.
Yo, they with the rumbling, bro. I saw was it Sabril Matias when he fought Dalton Smith? There was a big brawl at that fight too.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah, there was. There was definitely a big brawl, bro.
They was
So,
mad, bro.
right. He said it's any
Bro,
event. Philly, it don't gotta be boxing. Yeah, Philly like to, yeah, bro. Listen, man, they running fades, man. Shout out to Ty. He right there. They running fades out back and the kids
damn.
softball game. Like they running them fades, man. So that's gonna be watch out for the melees, man. Some of the best fights might be in the crowd, man. And get your cameraman, keep your if you go into the fight, keep your phone fully charged, keep your camera, keep your space on your phone clear. Because you might have an opportunity to
About to get that world star moment, yo.
might be one. You might be close to one. you might be close to one, bro. We're gonna expect you guys to be active out
Okay.
there. So we can
Coach
find out
Eddie
what's going
comparing
on.
this to B Hop versus Tito. Okay. That's when B Hop was saying that craziness about Puerto Rico, man. That was
Oh
wild.
yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
I was like, damn, bro, this guy's crazy for going there. What he
He
took
ripped
the
the
flag
flag
down?
through
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, damn, B-Hop.
I was like, yo,
Respectfully, bro.
my man,
Respectfully. He's like,
you're
what
not gonna
respect,
make it
man?
home, man. They're not gonna let you on that plane.
Woo! I know he bounced right after that fight. And you gotta win. I know you was
Yep.
out of there, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
First
But yeah,
thing.
Clay, I gotta get to doing some shit around the cribbo. Hey man,
Yeah,
I
man.
didn't know you served in the army, bro.
I was in the Navy.
Oh, the Navy. Hey, salute to you, man. A lot of
No
my
doubt.
uncles did the same thing. They served in the army, but man, I got so
Right.
much respect for people who, put on for the country, literally, man. Literally.
No,
So salute to you, brother.
did my time, man. Corpsman. I was stationed
Nice.
with the Marines my whole career. So if you look at pictures of me, you're gonna see
Right.
me in my fatigues, in the camis a lot. But no, if you look closely, you'll see it says U.S. Navy on my
Hey,
shit.
but you with the Marines though. You was with the killers.
Yeah, I definitely was. I was Doc. I was out there with the Marines running, doing all those war games. I was in 2-9. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? 29 Palms, California. That's where all the war games go down at, man. We had all the war games with Holland, Nigeria. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? We was out
really?
there.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, bro. All the war games out there, bro. That was a big thing. If you look up 2-9, that's what we did out there, bro.
Yeah.
That's what we did all year round, bro. War games.
Travel a lot? Or not really?
Nah. I touched down in Japan for like 3 months in Iwakuni, but for the most part, I did my time stateside.
Nice,
2-9.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Let the people know where they can find you, Clay. They could
Claymore Rain, man. Easiest way to find it, the way it's spelled, you know what I'm saying? CLAYMORE, space RAYN, like the Wata. You know what I'm saying? You find me easy, man. Subscribe, man. We do our lives Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2:45, 3 o'clock, normally about that time. And look out for the videos. You know what I mean? I've been trying to do more long form videos. So guys, stop by, put a thumbs up and support the videos too, man. We trying.
Yeah, man. It's my guy Claymore Ray. Make sure you guys check him out. And I'm your host, Ryan from the 6. I'm back tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Got Caroline Vieira. super featherweight current WBC champion. She want to fight Alicia Bumgarner, so we're gonna talk to her about that and what she can get cracking, man. And salute to you again, Clay, for tuning in, man, and joining me on the panel. I appreciate y'all.
Peace. Family.
Salute to everybody, man. I gotta get to the super chats, man. Honestly, salute to everybody for the super chats. We had DC3 dropping the super chats on me. My man dropped 1, 2, 3, 4 super chats. Salute to DC3, man. You already know, man. Darius Flowers dropping the $2 on me. Little Zooted, Z Pacino, LA. Man, my guy Ty, he dropped a $10 super chat. Salute to Ty, bro. It's me, Rock Lee. He dropped the $5 on me, man. Salute to y'all, man. Y'all showing support to the channel. I really appreciate it, man. We back tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. We talking that boxing, man. We talking that boxing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have Caroline Vieira on, man. She's the current WBC super featherweight champion right now. She just won her belt against Parsoons. She's with Salida Promotions, so we're gonna get her. Get her backstory. She is an Olympian as well. I think she's a 2-time Olympian. I think she went to Rio and Tokyo. I'm gonna get the whole story from her though. She was on the national team. I think my brother was on the team when she was on the team as well. So she's been around for a minute. So shout out to Caroline. We'll talk to her tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys hit the notifications. If you on YouTube, I got that stream up right now on the live spot. And I'll be back here, man. We'll talk with her, talk about her journey. We're going to talk about the fights coming up this weekend. It's a Wilder fight weekend. Wilder MVP card in the UK is on Sunday. Zuffa boxing on Sunday. And I feel like I'm missing a card, man. I feel like I'm missing one. I think there's a Pro Box card or something like that. Anyways, I'll get the whole rundown. We'll talk about it, man. But salute to y'all, man. Peace.